right, there we are. And yes, I will fix Mandarin immediately. How's everybody doing tonight? We have a full. We have everybody tonight. Holy crap!
We're all here.
Look at this friendship till the end.
Half a Menridin. There's a Menridin. Look at that with her cute hair.
Warlock. This is adorable. This is like
Excellent.
this cute little poof.
So yay! Let's go around the table and say hello to everyone. I will start with Senzin tonight, since
Hey!
she's already got the badge on.
I got the badge. I figured out the badge
You're muted, by the
thing
way.
to be on the stream. Am I?
No, you're back.
She's not muted. I can hear her.
Okay, shoot.
He lies.
It's
Oh
just
my.
the
Is anybody else
DNS
getting that?
errors.
No.
No?
Oh, maybe
Can
it's just my
y'all hear
Bluetooth
me?
then. All right, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm Senzin, Dragonborn Paladin, Goody Two Shoes wannabe cop. We'll see what shenanigans he gets in tonight.
Wahoo.
Oh my god, she actually has a badge tonight.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
I love it.
I love it.
BJ.
What? Oh, I'm Delphine, the lovable royal rogue. I love all things shoes and shopping and stabbing things in the eye with shoes and shoes, mostly shoes. Lots of shoes.
All right.
Imelda
Shazara.
Marcos of the...
I don't know where we are because like I went to a spa last week to get some shopping in and some hair done and my nails done, and so my, Delphine's a little confused. But I think we're going to dinner, so I should be on point. I got new shoes, so.
Shazara.
I am Star South. I play Shazara, an ASMR warlock, lover of books, disliker of stupid people, and getting progressively more.
Go next, because my audio's gotten fucksword. Can't even hear me,
Oh, the players are muted?
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
what's
finally.
going on?
Players are muted. Are we not muted now?
We are
Okay,
not
do we
muted
need
now.
to
There
like
was
repeat
some kind
all
of
that?
I don't
Do we
know.
want to...
That's right. I stab people with shoes. That is correct. Yeah, they're Gucci. That's right. I got my Gucci shoes. Actually, I have a really nice pair of Gucci boots. I'm thinking those would be great. They're more of like a blunt object though, rather than stabbing. They have block heels.
Oh my. So yeah, I have like 3 Bluetooth devices, and they're all the same device. So I don't know. I pick one, and hopefully it comes through.
So do we need to redo anything that we just did for the sake of
Jax,
the...
why don't you go again, and then
Okay.
we'll go back to...
Senzin, Dragonborn Paladin, wannabe cop, Goody Two Shoes sometimes. And we'll see what shenanigans he gets into tonight. I'm looking forward to him exploring the big city.
The big city, huh? Shazara, go ahead again. I'm sorry for that. Something.
Oh, that's okay. I am Star South. I play Shazara, an ASMR warlock from the big city, and lover of books, disliker of unintelligent people, and getting creepier every day with my newfound knowledge of my semi-deadness. So
Semi-deadness.
I'm living my best semi-dead life.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Piranha.
I am Piranha, half-elf ranger, hunter, hometown hero, folk hero. I like to shoot flaming arrows in the least advisable conditions.
It's true.
I like to get very bored and just decide I'm going to do the damn thing I was going to do in the first place. It's just, you can keep talking and I can do it, or I can just do it now. And either way, I'm still going to do the damn thing. So, I'm gonna.
Doer
And
of
also,
things.
So
Doer of
Oh,
things,
yeah.
shooter of fire, friend to chefs all over the realm, and I have an adorable little shoulder flying cat named Trixie, and she is just the bee's knees, the cat's pajamas. She's her own pajamas.
Thank you for the
Him
sub,
instead of a
Sailcat.
cat.
Thank you.
And Menriden.
Hello, I am Cloverbeat. I play Menriden, the delightfully chaotic Triton, who is a fathomless warlock who is employed, not indebted to, her patron Eris. And she likes to think of herself as a little bit of a pirate.
We like to
Alright.
think of her as a little bit of a pirate too.
We like to think of her
She's
as a little
our
bit of
little
a not
pirate
pirate.
fish
She's our not
lady.
pirate. She's our not
She's our,
pirate.
she's our little scoop and a half of not a pirate.
There you go.
Yeah. I am Seth
Isn't she
Polanski. I
taller
am
than all
your
of us?
DM. No, she's like 4 feet tall. She's the
Oh,
little
is she
teeny
really?
fish
Oh,
lady.
okay.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I personally am taller than all of you.
Probably.
How tall are you?
you are definitely
think
taller than me.
I'm 5'8".
I'm 5'8" and a half.
Woohoo!
That was a high five. That was a
I'm
high
like
five.
5'3" with the right shoes.
That was a tall girl high five.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 5'3" as well.
Aw,
Oh,
little snack
good.
size. Little snackums.
Teeny tiny people.
We are cute.
Does anyone remember where we left off last time after our little side quest? Does anybody want to give a
Yeah,
Yeah,
summary?
I was at the spa.
I will
Oh,
tell
right.
you this much. I am so grateful. I just I wish I could leave 10 stars. They absolutely earned this 5-star review. Nana Poppins
Nana
stuff.
Toppins.
Nana Toppins was so accommodating when I had to reschedule. You know, I had planned, I had made a surprise purchase of a beautiful angel food cake for a friend's dinner party, and you know, some things came up, and they were so accommodating. They were able to reschedule my order and have it delivered on the new date, and I'm just so grateful. I highly recommend this restaurant. You know, 5 dragon buttholes out of a million, out of whatever.
And there's the first clip of the night.
Definitely
Yep.
come by.
Yep.
Definitely stop in. Yes. And then I also upload some like prestidigitized like images of like the beautiful cake that I'm imagining that they're about to deliver. But it's like a little out of focus, and there's like someone's wife behind it, looking very awkward.
Alrighty then. Wow, that was literally the best from your perspective. because
It's my Yelp review. It's my fantasy Yelp review.
because
There you go.
that was literally 30 seconds of last game. And there was you guys got a quest to go and find out what happened to Sarah of what was it?
Yeah, yellow,
Yellow Crest Manor. And
golden, yellow
Yeah,
crest.
you
I was
actually
gonna say yellow shield.
you actually found a demon worshipping cult and rescued the remains of the murdered noble's family, and you brought them back to Waterdeep with you and gave them their final resting place in a good aligned graveyard. So you are actually
That's a very, very optimistic read. That's a very generous read on what went down last week, Seth. Wow, man. Gosh.
I'm just saying that Shazar
Colonial
was
as fuck.
thrilled to finally have a buddy who understood how cool, like, creepy books are.
Yeah,
you murdered him anyway.
I mean, no, I'm still carrying around my maybe still haunted book.
Sarah of Yellow Crest Manor.
That she licked.
Oh
Wait,
my
there was
God,
Yeah.
book licking? Oh dear.
It's mine now.
It was
Um,
very,
you licked it, so it's
There
your
was
book.
a lot of debate over how one was going to lick the book.
it was a very tasteful lick. It was a very tasteful
Yeah.
and you know, controlled lick, and I
I
don't
think
think there's
this
anything
was
wrong
good
with
for
it.
both the liquor and the book. I guess that's what matters.
Shazara approved of the licking of the book. Under
Okay,
the
but did anybody get the
circumstances.
book's permission? Because I think that's important.
I
The
mean,
wasn't
The
asking.
book was sentient.
It was a sentient book, yeah.
Opposed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ella.
And I say that not in a way that like in a slut shame. I really feel like the book really wanted that connection for itself.
There, it probably did. It probably did.
And it was a
probably
very
lonely.
respectable little lick.
Welcome to our
Yeah.
stream, folks.
It's right.
Yeah, welcome to the stream. Enjoy
Meanwhile,
it. We apologize.
Piranha's found herself for the first time, strikingly, unexpectedly for the first time, maybe considering seeking therapy after what happened last week, because she is still a little shaken. A little bit. And like, that's saying something, because Piranha has done and seen and colluded in some shit.
Yeah,
All
that must
right.
have been one hell of a book.
No, we did see the cult was particularly heinous, and had a thing against keeping tongues in bodies.
Yeah.
They really
that
like
was
to
kinda
separate
creepy.
them. Yeah.
It was nasty.
Ooh, I feel like I had the better end of the deal with the spa treatment.
You probably
I-
did.
Okay, Delphine, you are absolutely radiant.
Oh, I thank you.
Whatever you did is working for you.
Woohoo.
Loving it.
It was probably like, iodine and leeches
Yeah.
and
Sure, leeches and bees, bee stings, just
Lemon
the standard
mummies.
fare.
Well, let us set the stage for this particular episode. And you are all gathered in the Baron Bard having lunch, and a runner arrives from somewhere else in the city, comes into the bar, comes right up to Shazara with a note, and the note simply says, "We're home, darling. Come for dinner."
Yay! Mom and Dad are home.
Oh,
Anybody
dear.
want to join me for dinner tonight?
Absolutely, I want to meet your family.
Oh, I mean, are you sure it's not an imposition? I don't want to intrude, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm
oh, if you
sure
insist.
that they would love to be my traveling companions.
Oh, if you absolutely insist, okay, yes, I will do this for you. For you, I'll do it. For my good friend Shazar, I will do this for you. Yes, I will attend.
Do they know you're dead?
I
You can't
know
just ask her that.
I have been home since that incident occurred.
Shazara, do you have any
I'm not
siblings?
technically dead. I've been brought back.
Shazara, do you have any siblings?
No. Thank goodness.
Okay, so here's the thing, Shazara. I wanna reach out to you right now. I never came out to my parents as not dead or as alive, so I really don't see why you should have to come out to your parents as dead, because it's like you're perfectly reasonable and perfectly fine exactly as you are, and I just need you to internalize and understand that. So, just a
Well,
note
I
from you.
appreciate that. I am not entirely sure that this will be the occasion of telling them that some weird ass shit went down.
Yeah.
On your own terms, babe. On your own terms. On Shazara's terms.
Just to be clear, for Shazara and Star Cells, you do not look like you did prior to the incident.
Oh, I've got the tattoos and stuff.
And
Oh shit! You're coming home with tattoos to your parents. Okay.
and
Oh.
Now, was my hair white before this happened?
probably, but
Okay.
we can say it wasn't. That's up to you.
I
But
could have dyed it.
you have certain features that only come out sometimes
like the-
that look very different.
Yeah. Like the eyes and the wings.
Yes. So, all that said, you guys can decide. It's only lunchtime now. If you want to go and do some shopping for, since you don't have a cleric, it might be a good idea to buy some more healing potions and things like that. Or you've got your accountant with you this week, so maybe you can actually figure out how much money you have.
That's funny.
Yeah,
You're
we had some
assuming I
problem
have my
shopping
journal
last
in
week.
front of me. I'll have to get it later.
I feel like I don't really want to burn a spell slot on good berries because I don't think we're gonna need it. I'm just gonna make a hearty 10 good berries. Can I trust that we've had a long rest?
Yes, everyone can just take a long rest. We're starting anew so if you haven't taken your long rest, go ahead. For the spells, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. You guys are not the type that have to choose spells every day.
All right, I'm gonna do one comfortable good berry, just to have it. Okay. Yeah. I would like to go to town and go shopping.
All
I
right.
feel like Sensen and Delphine are probably in on this with me, but I don't want to
I am
volunteer you.
there. Always there for shopping.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Need some clothes.
I won't
All right.
turn anything.
Where would you like to go
down.
first?
The big and tall store.
The
The little
book
people
store?
store.
There is
Corsets
anything
and
you
dead
want.
animal furs.
Yeah, you are in basically the New York City of Fantasy Town. So anything you want is here. What is it you're looking for? There's probably a street or a district for it. Like there's the leather district. There's the mail. There's the cat in my face district.
Aw. Good. Hey, that's a real.
Aw.
Hey, Sensen, that's an excellent pussy you got there.
Ah.
I know,
If there
I know.
is, if we're in such a cosmopolitan place, I'd love to see if I can find some specialty like arrows, or if I can like jazz up my bow a little bit, or anything that might, depending on what Mando Daddy says we have in terms of spending money. I'd love to see if I can maybe boost my my stuff.
Well, Grief actually tells you that there is a there is a Fletcher here on Troll Skull Alley. And apparently, by all tokens, they're very good at their job.
All right. Well, whenever you'd like to quiz me on what I'm doing, I'd like to go there. If anyone wants to join me, you're welcome. But
I'm
I'll go.
assuming you're all going to stick
Let's do
together for the shoppingness.
yeah, we're gonna stick together. So
Sure.
that's my stop. That's gonna be my stop. Where else do you guys want to go?
Somewhere with
Yeah,
cashmere
Well,
and fur.
Waterdeep's not all that exciting for me, so I'll just go where everybody else wants to go.
Yeah, I agree with the potions.
I have to take a look at what item I want to find. I was not aware we were shopping.
Yeah, you do your thing. Let's go to Steam and Steel first. So right outside, you hear the sound of clanking coming from further down the street. You've been here a few days, and it's nothing out of the ordinary. But Grief points it out to you and says, "They're very good. You should talk to Avi. Embrick's a little brusque. So if you walk
And
on
what
down
is-
the street."
What is this? What is the store? What do they do? What are their wares?
You walk up
Steam and Steel.
right in front. It's called Steam and Steel. And
Okay.
you hear the sounds of a forge coming from inside, hammer on anvil. And obviously, they are weaponsmiths.
Okay, is this for my arrows?
Yes.
Okay,
Or if
I just
anyone
wanted-
else is looking for anything.
I wanted to figure out if I could mute and eat some Panda Express or not. I will not. Whoever seems most approachable, whoever I can make eye contact with, I put on my my most hometown heroic, aw shucks kind of face and try to make eye contact to get someone to come in and speak
Well,
to me.
you walk in, and behind the counter is a man, a humanoid, all blue. Give me a perception check. You can all do it. And
Oh,
tell me,
okay, I
tell me who beats a
I was
15.
just about to ask, just Piranha or everyone?
Anyone who would like to.
11.
Nope.
10.
Wow, D&D Beyond is trash tonight.
What?
Did you all fail?
I rolled a 1, and it took it forever.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it to tell me what I rolled. I rolled a 10, but I have something. I have humanoids are like a preferred something or other, they're a favored enemy. I don't.
Twice. I'm not sure.
Could I potentially roll at advantage because?
I'm going to give you advantage because you're a ranger and you've met all kinds of things.
Okay, thank you.
And Delphine, you can roll advantage too. You've probably had these at court.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is rolling at 2 frames per second.
I know it's so slow. I just don't.
Tell me
Oh
the
my God.
results.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
I love that.
I'm like a 10-year-old. This is my Dungeons and Dragons.
I got like 26, I think. No, 25.
All right,
Okay,
you
I got a
realize
dirty
that
20, but
that these both of you realize that these are Genesee, so they are sort of elemental creatures. One of them is blue, and you expect that he is a water Genesee, and the other is red. You expect that the gentleman banging on that forge, pounding this massive battle axe into shape, is a fire Genesee. And the blue gentleman speaks up and says, "My name is Avi. How can I help you?"
Avi, hello. My friend Grief actually suggested I get in touch with you.
Oh,
I
I mean,
am looking for...
double for you. He's laughing when he says that.
Oh well, you gotta love her, right?
Mhm.
She's precious. I am looking for whatever your finest or whatever your most interesting options are in terms of arrows. And I show him my bow, and
He is
Oh.
incredibly impressed with your bow. He looks at it. It starts, as he holds it, he waves his hand over it, and it starts to glow. And he says, "This deserves some fine arrows. I have special for you. Hold tight. I'm gonna roll myself, and that would be a 0-6. All right, so he's only got 5 of them. He pulls out this half-full quiver, puts it on the table, and says, "These are some of the finest that have ever come through my shop. They are Menredin. They're glowing very brightly." Piranha notices Menredin just staring with eyes open at them. He says, I will charge you 10 gold pieces for this quiver. I know there's only 5 or 6 of them, but they will always find their mark."
tell me more. That's a tall order. You come recommended, but you have to understand that does sound like a bit of an upsell.
It is a bit of an upsell. My partner is good at his craft, and these are the most perfect arrows you will ever buy. And I am not engaging in hyperbole. They are perfect. And he utterly believes what he's saying.
Okay. Can I roll something to just sort of like see, like, I'm obviously an expert at my craft.
Mm-hmm.
What can I roll to sort of like take a gander?
They are mechanically, they are indeed perfect. You're not sure exactly what kind of magical they are, unless Menard is going to do something, but they are physically the perfect.
Hey,
The
Menardin?
weight, the heft, the fletching.
Menardin, you seem fascinated. You'd never give a shit about my arrows.
I mean, they are very magical. What type of magic do I see from them?
Enchantment.
Ooh. I let her know that it's enchantment magic. But I don't know what that means because I don't make magic arrows, so I don't know if that helps.
I mean, does detect magic tell you like basically what the stats are?
Nope.
Yep.
That's identify.
There you go.
Okay, I don't think I have anything that would give me. All right. Look, I can tell that you are a master at your craft, and these look like the most astonishingly perfect arrows I have ever seen in my life, in all of the realm. Can you give me a little more insight as to what results I can expect? Are they especially
they're
strong?
much more likely to hit their target than any other arrows.
Okay. Did they deliver any stronger damage when they meet their mark?
They should indeed.
Sensen?
Do you guys buy goods as well as sell?
We do. Do you have anything interesting? At that, Embrick picks up his head from behind the forge and walks over and says, "Do you have something to sell us?"
Okay, so he whips out his backpack and like a clown car, he removes 2 short swords, some leather armor, a suit of some other kind of armor that we got from the side quest house the first time, a plate mail helmet, and lays them out on a table.
I also pull out 1, 2, 3 daggers,
BJ,
which
you're
are
muted.
valued at 2 gold
Sorry.
pieces each. So I lay out 3 daggers that are total. They go for 6 gold pieces.
Okay.
I've got 2 more short swords.
Okay, so 4 short swords, some leather armor.
I don't even know what I have.
What was the suit of armor from the house with the dragons and the words spread out?
I think it was just a suit of leather armor.
Oh
So
yeah, I
2
also want
2 of them, because I have that separately.
Where
Right.
were you keeping that?
In my clown
I-
car bag.
I also have my leather studded armor that I don't wear anymore.
A plate mail helmet. It's okay, so we have all these goods. What looks interesting to you fellows?
Well, I mean, I'll take it all, but it all looks relatively well made. I might melt some of it down. But what were you thinking of asking for it?
Is anyone here more versed in the customary value of these items?
Look, I make a living shooting and selling hides and everything. Is there, like, Seth, would I maybe be a good person to barter in this situation?
I would ask the party who's got the highest charisma.
Not high.
I've got a 20.
Okay.
It would be you.
It would be Menredin. Fish Lady should probably negotiate for the party.
Well, this shit Menor didn't
Oh, I've
burn
got
my
a
pants.
20
You just
as
turned them
well.
off.
Can we
Oh, Shazar's got a 20 as
combine
well. You guys can
Yeah.
assist each other and basically dominate
So-
this poor fire Genesee with your charisma.
So Shazara,
It's a
are you
big thing
proficient
because
in-
all I have is like inkwells and bags of sand. So, you know.
Wait, hold up. Before we enter into this negotiation, what all take a look at your inventory wherever you see what you have. So like the 3 daggers I'm putting forth, their value is 2 JP, I think.
Basically, sell the shit you don't need.
Yeah, I
I
want
mean,
to
like,
sell.
we don't need to spend forever on this. We can
Yeah.
probably just generalize that we get a certain amount, either to be determined later or.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure we're getting our values worth, because we've got 2 people who have like crazy charisma, so we should get like value, like cost at value. So that would be 6 gold pieces for the 3 daggers. I just want to make sure we're not being.
1 million gold.
She is awesome about those daggers, man. I want every gold on those daggers.
I want
You
every
will- you will
gold.
ge- I mean, even at the highest charisma, persuasion, whatever, he's not going to take a loss, right? So he will buy them a little under market.
Fair,
But
fair,
he
Right.
will buy them at
Okay.
like 90% of value because you guys are ridiculously charismatic.
Okay, so
So let's say you get your arrows and probably 25 gold pieces extra.
Woo.
Yay.
Seth, will
Yeehaw.
you when you get a spare moment, will you add those to my inventory?
Yes, I will. I'll do that at the break.
Not right now. I
Yeah,
look
you
forward
won't,
to
you
being
won't need them.
surprised.
Yeah, you won't need them now. Well, if you do, never mind. I do not expect you to rise to that challenge. Sorry, just to explain to everyone, before the stream, I was like, we won't need Owlbear Rodeo because there's not going to be any combat. And Ella was basically, I will accept that challenge. So, yeah.
Yep.
We might.
Anywhere else you guys want to go shopping?
I want to find a spooky magic shop.
Magic
Yeah,
shop.
magic
Spooky
shop.
magic
Magic
shop.
bookshop.
Yay.
Bookshop or magic shop?
Cool. Well, you remember the Bookworm's Treasures. Rishal was there, and you met Rishal last time when you wanted to know something about your spooky, spooky, spooky book.
Oh, right. Hey, we should sell that book now that
Oh, look at the
it's
look on
no
Menrin's face.
interest anymore.
You mean
She's like, now
my
hold
best
up.
friend?
Her and that
Sorry,
book have
sorry,
had a
I
moment.
forgot.
Shazara?
I
Shazara?
understand the book love.
Shazara, you're up here, and I need you to be 10 feet underground right now. She licked that book gently, slowly,
Good.
with intent and with dedication.
It's her book now.
I shared blood with that book.
This is true.
So-
I would never want you to sell that book. But maybe we can go find another cool book.
Hey,
I'd be
Shazara,
okay with another.
we can find another
If-
cool book, but it's not replacing the cool book that she's bonded with.
Oh no. I don't wanna take a book away.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
All right, shall I assume
think it
you were
would
going
break-
to Rashal's shop called the Bookworm's Treasure?
Oh
That sounds
Lord.
fun.
I try to keep
Sure.
us away.
Ever the religious figure in a bookshop, huh?
Oh, but you weren't there last time, Senzin. Rashal is a golden dragonborn.
Dude, my bro.
Yeah, and he
You'll
greets
like
you all.
this guy.
Yeah, he greets you all and says, "Welcome. How did things turn out with that book?"
know,
Traumatizing.
Funny you should ask.
Why? What did I what?
It was quite the adventure. But we were able to avenge Sarah's spirit and find the remains of the rest of the Lord's family.
Well, how wonderful. Is the book still enchanted?
I
That's a
just
good
turned to
question.
Menredin.
I haven't determined that. Is it?
Do you still have the book?
Of course I do.
I mean, I sure the hell hope so after everything we just went through in that discussion.
May I see it? The offer still stands to buy it. I understand it is your book. I'm just curious. Intellectual curiosity, you might say.
First, I would like to ask DM, is the book still enchanted?
It's still radiating magic, yes.
I'll let him touch it, but I'm not selling it to him.
Okay. May he hold it? He's holding out his hands to hold it like he did last time.
Yes, he can hold it.
He gently places it on the table and opens it up, and a little bit of mist trickles out the top and the bottom. Nothing else happens, but it is still magical. He casts Detect Magic at it. Obviously, to him, he understands that it's magical. And he says, "Are you sure you don't want to sell this? I'd be very interested in studying it more."
I'm sure it's my friend.
Okay, I'm no pressure. This isn't a high pressure situation. I will happily, and he hands the book back to you and says, "Thank you for allowing me to examine it." Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you buy gems?
I suppose I could. What sort of gems do you have?
And he reaches into a pocket and proffers 2 rubies.
I mean, you might be better served to go to a jeweler's, but I'd certainly buy these from you for, say, 20 gold pieces apiece.
Ladies, is this acceptable deal?
What are we selling?
Rubies.
Rubies.
I would ask, do you think Delphine
I was
would
gonna
know
say-
how to appraise these? Because she is very familiar with gems. Does
Yeah.
Delphine, do you want to take a look at them?
I would like to, yes.
Yeah, they're probably worth 150 each.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
But if you give me an insight or a perception check, whichever you're better at.
I don't even know. Okay, whatever I rolled a second ago doesn't count. You hadn't asked me to roll anything. Like, I swear to God, All I did was click on the page. All right. So what was it I need to roll?
Insight or perception.
Okay. I'm gonna do perception. Swear to God, I'm gonna start using my own dice.
If you want, that's fine. I'm not fussed.
Okay. So I think eventually it'll be a 16.
That's fine. He has no idea what he's doing, and he doesn't really have any idea how much they're worth. He's not trying to screw you. He operates a magical bookstore, and you're trying to sell him gems.
I think a jeweler might be a better place for us to dispose of those gems, folks. They're worth far more than that.
Actually,
Okay.
completely dumping.
Fair enough.
Now, was there something you were looking to purchase? I have vellum.
I think they
paper,
just wanted
ink.
books.
I mean, are you looking for scrolls?
You see what I have.
I'm a rogue. I don't even like y'all. Come on, book people. Buy your stuff.
I've only got one
I-
sheet of
oh,
parchment. Do you think I need more than that?
Well, what I'm saying is he's offering to sell you magic scrolls that can cast spells. One use scrolls. That's what he has available.
Sir, could I bother you? I require a dress outfit for, our unique anatomical needs. Do you have any suggestions?
Absolutely. I would recommend, let's say, Coralon's Crown. It's right down the street. It's here on Troll Skull Alley, so it's a nice local business, and I think they can outfit you appropriately.
All right, great.
So he is selling book and book-related accessories, which includes
Accoutrement, yes. Propane and propane-related accessories.
which includes like ink-related accessories. Yes.
Sure.
So would that include the magical tattoo needles?
I would say not in this shop. That's probably going to be in sort of like the mages district.
Okay. That's where I
So
want to
what's
go.
the deal with these magical scrolls?
Well, I mean, you do you not know what that means? He looks at you and he's
I
a
mean,
little.
I assume that Shazara knows what that means.
He's a little bit. You kind of do. He's a little bit patronizing because this is, he's getting pedantic and he's getting professorly, and he explains, well, these are magical scrolls. You read them and they work once, but they are usually relatively powerful magical effects, or depending on how much you're willing to pay, not so powerful magical effects. For example, he looks up on the shelf and grabs one and looks at it and says, "This is a dark vision scroll. So one would read this scroll and it would grant dark vision to one individual for a certain period of time." And he looks up, he's got some more.
I just look at his Senzin. No, what Senzin's got his glasses now.
Yep. And he says, "This
Hey man,
one..."
do you have like a menu? Do you have a menu? Do you have a listing? Is there something we can peruse? Like, do we need to ask you for exactly what we want, or do you have like just a stock list that we can just?
I'll auto character. I'll tell you, the player, if you want to look at the spell, like the list of spells in the player's guide, you pick one, and he may or may not have it. I'd say it's like an 80% chance of having anything that's first level, 60% second level, 40% third level. He's certainly not going to have a wish. Make sense? Is there
I was
something
not
in particular?
prepared to make these sorts of decisions.
You can always come back after dinner.
Neither was I.
Yeah, that actually feels like a really cool opportunity. I didn't realize it would be that cool. I wasn't ready for something that cool. So I'm going to shake his hand and thank him for his time and tell him that I am very grateful for his time today, because I want to leave on a good note, because there might be some cool ass shit we might come back for.
Absolutely. This
I
is
feel like
taking
I'm
you a
leaving the
couple
pharmacia in Mexico.
This is taking you some
Well, I
time, and we're getting
thank
closer
him
to dinner.
again for his assistance.
Let's
All
get
right.
some clothes.
All right, you've got time for one more shop. You want to go to? Are we going for dinnerware?
Yeah.
Dinnerware.
Yeah, unless everybody needs like actual stuff, then we should do the practical thing and go to an actual stuff store.
We should get
Oh,
healing
yeah.
potions too. Whoever
Well, let's
makes
let's
this
go to a potion store. If we've got just one more,
Yeah.
let's find a potion
Wait.
store.
Delphine, I think you're probably perfectly outfitted already. I think the rest of
Probably
us scumbags maybe need to gussy ourselves up just a skosh. So
Yes.
do you want to take on the healing potion
Yeah,
know,
we can do that.
task, and the rest of us
I
will
mean,
have a little
bear in
like.
mind, mom and dad are pretty middle class.
Yeah, but I've got. Yeah, I'm saturated with dirt and sweat and blood.
I
of
think the
various
biggest
types.
thing that Piranha can do is just take a bath. Take a bath, Piranha. I think that's good. Maybe bathe in your clothes. Just get them all washed.
I'm in the big city. I'm gonna go to Kohl's. I want I
Kohl's.
want a Rockin' Republic shirt, okay? Nice.
There, interestingly
been
enough,
told.
there is an establishment called Kohl's, but it is Kohl's Hot Springs, and it's a public bathhouse.
Ah.
Did they also have some floss and threads?
Do they have a Macy's or a Saks?
There is no
Or
Macy's or Saks. However, Coralon's
There-
crown is strange. Grief tells you Coralon's crown is a little strange in that half the store is apothecaries and potions, and the other half is organic and all natural clothing.
Is
Oh, so
maybe
it's
like
TJ Maxx.
Perfect. So let's go.
is maybe 5% of it like a bath?
In Coralon's, you can always go back to the Baron Bard for a bath if you'd like, or you can go to the bathhouse, or you
Okay.
can go to Coralon's crown. Tell
Okay,
me
I
what
just
you're doing.
I'm just a little
Coralon's crown.
self-conscious about trying on clothing in my state, but you know what?
Everybody's in that state.
Okay,
They will.
you're right.
Remember, this is going to be. They're literally going to make it for you right there. It'll take them, an hour after you order it, and it'll be delivered right to you.
Amazing. There's no way I'm ever gonna afford this. I'm just gonna. Perfect.
So-
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so you go on to Coralon's crown, and a person named Fala Lafalier meets you. They are an elf, and they greet you and very calmly express, "How may I help you today?"
Are we here for potions or clothes? I got distracted.
Both.
Both?
They have both.
Oh, that's
We know those
wonderful.
dos.
I'm
You'd
here
like
for
healing
clothes,
and-
ma'am.
Fine clothing.
Oh, well, all of our clothes are 100% organic cotton. Or silk. We do take some from insects. We're okay with that. Would you like something made or something to drink?
Is it an or?
Yeah, I
Or
think we
both.
want both. Both.
Well, which would you like
Drinks
to
are
work on
good.
first?
Drinks.
Drinks
Okay.
first, and can we browse your collection and take inspiration from that?
Sure. They walk over to a. There are plants lining one of the let's say the east wall. On the west wall, of course, are tons and bolts of cotton fabrics. And they go behind the counter and pull out several potion bottles and ask what
We-
you're looking for.
We peruse, and I would just like the record to show that I asked if we can take inspiration from perusing these, and the DM said yes. Do we all get a point of inspiration?
You all have 1 point of inspiration to start the game.
But, like, I did just say, let the record state, Esquire.
Suck it,
She's-
Ranger. No.
I think she's out litigating you, sir.
I'm just
Oh
saying,
my
I feel like I'm meeting you where you're at right now, DM Esquire, and I feel like that, if nothing else, should gain inspiration. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Noted. Argument heard and noted.
Oh, that's the biggest fuck you could ever give me. That's even worse than just flipping me off. Just do this next time. Save my ego. God. That's my-
Hilarious.
Paula
Okay.
comes back over and has the potions on the counter for you and asks what you would like to purchase.
Definitely some healing potions. Anything else?
Well, we have.
Look at Menredin and Senzin.
I'm going to drop in what is readily available right here, and I'll put that in the Skype chat. Copy.
Okay. I am not super familiar with what type of potions there are.
And those are the potions that are readily available and the
Ooh.
prices.
We would like the
Whoa.
potion of healing.
Well, there's several. I mean, there are multiples of whatever you'd
Ah.
like.
How
I
many
mean-
GP does the healing heal, and how many GP does the greater healing?
Also, Sinton, how much money do we have?
Yeah, we can only buy. We can't afford. Well, we can only get the regular potion of healing and probably a couple before we get kind of low.
So-
So
2d4
how-
plus 2.
Two
Oh,
D4
no.
plus 2.
This might be the
oh,
place
I know
Oh.
where you're going.
for
I
me
know.
to sell my 2.5 lumps of ambergris.
You're going to sell more whale poop, huh?
Oh, the whale
Oh.
food.
Well, do you
Oh,
want to
that's
sell
right.
it all? Maybe you should hold on to some of it.
We should sell it for potions. Healing
I'm
is
sorry, there's a certain odor involved there.
Poop for potions. Poop for potions. Come on
I
up.
like
Poop
it.
for potions right over here.
Poopies.
I don't even. Let's see. There's nothing in here about the price of ambergris, but you were able to buy 5 horses, right? 6 horses last time with 1 hunk.
It was
So we'd say it's probably worth about 400 or 500 gold
per
pieces.
half lump.
Spectacular.
So
wow.
Fala is extremely excited. This is very difficult to come by. How much did you want for it?
Real quick, how
1,000
much ambergris do you have? How many grams or kilograms would you say?
Oh, I definitely just measured it in lumps. I have lump.
You have a lump and a
Dear-
shaving of a lump, right?
DM, how much
There's
is
a lump and like a third of a lump.
Okay. Ellie, you had a question? Piranha, what is Piranha doing?
How
He's
much
looking
is
it
a
up
lump?
online.
I'm looking up the going rate for ambergris and the going rate for gold because I just want to make sure we're not. Look, it's a big city, and in a big city, they're always going to try to sell you the moon, and I want to look out for us because someone has
Fair.
to. We're ladies on our own.
I love it that like the ranger is so worried about getting taken advantage of. That's awesome. All right.
Assume large amounts.
So I'm gonna say, do any of you? Oh, God, I don't even know what to roll for this to make you guys roll for this. Let's say
Diplomacy?
Menredin and Shazara can roll
Okay.
Arcana, like because this is obviously some sort of ingredient.
Because that's
23.
persuasion now, isn't it?
23.
Oh,
You're,
I'm
you're getting a fair offer.
All right.
cool. How much did she offer? I asked for 1,000 per lump, right?
No, I said it was probably
I
worth
think,
about 3 or 4. Didn't I say 300 or 400 each?
450 or 5.
I think you said
450 or 5. All right, then
445.
let's say I will 5 plus another 200 for the third.
Okay.
And I can tell it's a fair deal.
Yeah, I mean, in general what someone would pay for this kind of ingredient. Finally, I'm done with the whale poop.
All right, so 700.
Finally.
Nice. All right, now we can buy lots of potions.
Yes, you can.
Just keep in mind though, I can create a lot of good berries every single day, and I don't really use my spells for much else. So I know that we like having them. I also have a potion of healing in my bag.
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't
gonna
used my
say-
potion of healing.
The other thing to remember
So,
though
yeah.
is big
Yeah.
potions of healing are quick to use, and you can only eat so many good berries in a turn.
That's true.
How many can you eat in a turn?
I think it was like 5.
Yeah.
It's in the spell. Look in the spell description.
So, are we buying a couple big ones, a bunch of little ones?
I
Again-
just want to clarify. So, did you say 500 per lump plus the 250 for the shaving?
I did.
Okay.
So there, I even threw in there. There you go. It's in the chat, so the stream can see what you guys are paying.
So that would be 1,200 GP for whale poop.
For whale poop.
That's amazing.
Great fucking
Oh,
work.
that's more than I thought. Okay, I would. All right.
Great work,
You were selling
Menredin.
2 rocks and a third.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for whale poop. Thank you, folks.
Or whale.
All right, so we have
Spectacular.
1350.
All right, so figure out what how many potions and what you're gonna buy, and then we will go to dinner.
Okay, so
Oh wait, you want clothing too?
How much
Yeah, I
are
need
they
clothes.
again?
Your shopping hell isn't quite over yet. All right, how many greater and how many little,
Okay,
guys?
let's do little. Okay, the little
Maybe
is 2d4 plus
little.
2. The greater is 4d4 plus 4. Max on the little is what? That's 10. Max on the larger one is 20. So we're paying 5 times as much for, at most, you know, a
Twice as
double.
much?
Yeah. No, we'll do the 50 GP ones.
Maybe we should get a bunch of little ones.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It
and
turns
keep in
out
mind, we
Piranha
like-
is a very frugal shopper.
Okay. I would
Company.
recommend you get a couple of the large ones too, because what happens is you can only drink one on your turn. And if you're getting hit with, let's say, I don't know, Frost Giant Great Axe, you might want to heal more than 12 hit points in a turn.
That's fair. I was
Alright,
gonna say
so-
basically the same thing. That given how many hit
Two.
points we have, the greater potions might actually be more beneficial to us.
I'd get like half and half. Up to you guys, though. And you don't have to make a decision now. You can come back in the morning. I mean, you know, you've got the thing. You can think about it.
I feel like we've spent an hour shopping. We should probably get to dinner.
All right, let's get some clothes and we'll figure this out later.
Fala happily fits anyone who would like it with some, you know, whatever it is you're looking for. A nice linen suit or a, you know, silk gown or you name it. It will be delivered within the hour.
I would like a silk tunic, but I need room for the guns. So
Alrighty then. I am picturing, since you've said Senzin looks like Pedro Pascal, I'm picturing Pedro Pascal in Jedi robes with the like sort of like the karate gi with the arms cut off.
nice.
I would like a simple green linen tunic.
You got it. The price
Maybe a
the
new
price
cashmere
will be
shawl or something.
sure. The price will be relatively modest. We'll figure out the price later. I'm not fussed about it.
Okay. I'll figure out the details later because I have to go look in my closet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think through like what's in my closet. I'm probably gonna wear like cashmere and fur for Halloween. So
There you
let's
go.
say I buy that.
All right.
Leonardin just needs to borrow a bathtub.
So let's say you all go back to the Baron Bard to scrub up for dinner. That's where your new outfits are delivered. They all fit perfectly. If anyone would like to go into detail about what they're wearing, they may.
I will do that after. the break,
Shazar's
after I
wearing
look at the
black.
closet.
Imagine that. All right.
Some manner of black clothing with a gold tiara and I don't know, black and gold jewelry.
You're wearing a tiara to dinner. Awesome.
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Just a small one.
Travel tiara.
It's the peasant tiara, the one we wear to non-formal dinners.
Yeah. It's the small, tasteful one. Nothing large. Maybe some flowers.
There you go.
Leonardin is like a tropical fish, so she's wearing like kind of like big baggy, almost like the harem pants, and she's got like
Palazzo pants.
like a yellow wraparound top because like she's a fish, she doesn't get cold.
That's awesome.
All right. Are we going to the lighthouse or the Lightwing residence now? Is there anything else you want to do? I hear Piranha wanted to do something maybe.
Piranha is in her very. It's simple, but there are some flourishes. It is a green tunic. I think it has buttons.
Okay.
I have to go look, but it is. I promise you, it's stunning. It's flattering. It's simple, but it's quite something. She feels so good. She feels like $1 million. She feels like $1 million gold pieces in this thing.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
As you all meet downstairs at the Bear and Bard, and a small carriage arrives and asks for Shazara and says, your mother sent me. Would you like to come to dinner?
Sure. Me and my traveling companions.
Yup. All right. Well, then you all pile into the carriage, and it is a relatively short ride to the north, right outside the Palace District. There's a lovely park, and you are riding down parallel to the park in your carriage, and you make your way to, we named the street, to Telesmut Court. And on Telesmut Court, there's a lovely little set of cottage row houses that look a little bit like that.
Cool.
Oh, like that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
And the carriage
Oh,
drops you
how
off at the
nice.
bottom of the street, and Shazara says it's the third house in. And you make your way up down the pathway to the door. And you open the door, and there is a lovely, lovely woman that bears a striking resemblance to Shazara.
In a good way or a bad way? I mean, does she look like a creepy undead lady, or with ravens all over her, or is
So her hair is blindingly white. She has very, very dark skin, blindingly white hair, and she is wearing a medallion of Ilmater.
What?
And she says, "Welcome, welcome!" And she gives Shazara a huge hug, and she's just looking at you a little strangely, and she says, "Come in. I'd love to meet all your friends. Come in. My name is Misa Lightwing."
Thank you, Mother.
And standing behind her is a tall man, about 6 feet tall, blonde hair, blue eyes, very attractive. He's about 50 years old, and he says, "Hello, my name is Tarfin Lightwing, and it's lovely to meet you. We are very much looking forward to getting to know Shazara's new friends." And they invite you all into the house.
I shake
Well,
their
I know where to
hands.
go, so I will follow them, my parents, to the dining room.
Excellent.
Denson, are you feeling okay? You look a little... something going on?
He's
I mean, I know they're a little strange, so, you know.
I'm fine. I'm delighted to be here. He's kind of he's a little like nervous and hesitant, but he's still kind of thinking about her pendant.
There is as you're having that discussion, there is a knock on the door, and you look out the window and see a Nana Toppin's cart rolling away.
Yay! We just Nana Toppin's caters. Awesome.
I rush out with a little bit of something from a few coins to tip and receive it.
Great. It's obviously, and from what I understand, it's an angel food cake.
Mhm. It is.
Ronnie, that was so kind of you.
And a little.
Misa goes and takes it from you and says, "Great, I'll bring this into the kitchen, and why don't you all sit and relax, and Tarfin and I will join you momentarily with some drinks before dinner."
Ella Darling does not know the correct way to address them, but Piranha does, and Piranha addresses them as, Doctor and Doctor
Lightwing.
Lightwing. Or whatever their names are, just whatever the most respectful way to address them is. She addresses them as such because she is such a fucking Pollyanna about being, nice to parents. She's like, I just wanted to show my appreciation and my gratitude for you to open your home to all of us tonight, and thank you so much for letting us, spend time with your daughter. She's been such an incredible human, whatever being that she is. Asimar, I suppose. She's been great, and it's great to meet you, and this is just a token of my thanks for your hospitality. So
Best
my deepest
creepy
appreciation.
undead lady we've ever met.
She smiles at you, and it's a beatific smile. It radiates love and warmth and acceptance. And she says, any friend of my daughter's is a friend of mine. Please make yourselves at home, and we will have dinner momentarily. And she and Tarfin leave the room.
Feel real good about that. Feel really good about that, y'all.
Nice.
Aw.
I
Yeah.
need.
I mean, they're kind of boring, but
I
They're
need,
alright.
amazing.
They're
I need
apparently really attractive,
everyone
though.
to give me a perception check.
Beans.
I'm bad at those.
I'm really afraid to roll dice on D&D Beyond. I'm not gonna lie.
11.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my
14.
dice on the break. I'm gonna get my actual ones.
All right, Shazar, everything's perfectly fine. There's
19.
nothing out of the ordinary.
Give me a die. This is ridiculous.
Who got a 19?
I did.
Dauphine senses something's. There was some surprise on Misa's face when you met her.
Okay.
Alright,
So
fucking
you're-
idiot.
I say, so your mom seems a little shocked. Do we shock her? Do you normally not have friends like us, or do you shock her?
I don't know. I mean, she's into like I don't know. She's into all kinds of things. I don't really pay attention most of the time.
What does
but
that
you know,
mean?
I mean,
She's
if
into
you
all
think
kinds
that
of things. Like I've never
Well,
heard
I
someone talk about their
mean,
mom
you
like
know.
that.
Yeah, what does that even
No.
mean?
I know. I don't know.
she just has her religious beliefs, and I don't really understand them. And you know, some things have happened since since I left home. Like I opened that book.
Does she know that you opened a book? Is she picking up on the books that you've been reading? Is that like a librarian thing?
I don't know if she really knows anything about this book. I'm not even sure where it is anymore. I assume it's still in the library where I found it.
I mean, have you changed a lot since last you were home?
Maybe slightly.
Maybe she's just not quite there with your hairstyle or something. You know, mothers.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't like the tattoos.
Oh, are those new?
That'll do it.
That'll
do
do
it,
it,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
The little, it's
That
the
could be
little
it.
chains. The little finely brought chains.
Look,
Okay,
I think
that
that,
could be it.
I think the
Menridin,
moms are weird.
Menridin reaches up to like pat her on the shoulder and is like, "It's okay. I understand being a disappointment to your parents."
Oh.
Aww.
Can we just bring it in
Shazar
real
feels
quick?
terrible.
Let's just all
Very
have a good hug.
Yeah,
Can we
let's
have
just
like
bring
a
it in.
group cuddle puddle here really
Real
quick?
quick, real
Great.
quick. I think we all need this.
The
I
super
sure do.
snuggle.
Group hug, group hug.
Tiny snuggles all around.
As you're having your group hug, Misa and Tarfin come back in the room with some serving platters and a bottle of fine wine. Dauphine recognizes it as a relatively expensive vintage that will go lovely with dinner.
It's a fine choice in drink.
And they all sit down with you around a table, and the platters are there on the table, and it's family style. So they say, "Please, please dig in." Misa isn't really sure what to say, but she's looking at Shazar and says, "Is everything okay, daughter?"
Well, there's some, things I've been figuring out, and hence my travels. But overall, I guess I can't complain.
I see. And how are things down at the library? I understand that you've taken a leave for something?
Well,
library?
yes. I haven't been to the library in some time. I decided to travel for a bit.
I see. And when I went down to check on you, they mentioned something about an incident. Are you okay? Is there anything your father and I can help you with?
Well, I mean, what do you know about magical books? I mean,
Well, they're books. Some are good, some are bad, are some only have the power you give them.
I guess there's a book that was I guess it had an impact on me.
In what way?
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out.
I see. Is there anything your father and I can help you with?
Maybe I just need to think about it, and then I'll let you know. But I mean, I wouldn't mind going back to the library and maybe trying to learn a little bit more.
Well, you can always come down to the temple and we can cleanse you. I mean, that's an option. If there's something you need help with.
Just Mom, that's not really my thing.
I
Oh, dear.
understand it's never been your thing. But we are here
I
to help
think
you.
cleansing would be a little bit against her whole scary lady raven prophecy vibe.
I'm sorry.
Like
what?
that would conflict.
What does that mean?
But, it just
I
doesn't seem-
mean, I just ravens seem to have a certain affinity for me.
I see. She smiles very awkwardly and just takes a sip of her wine.
Shazara smiles awkwardly and takes a sip of her wine, too.
Also, everyone else at the table smiles awkwardly and takes a sip of their wine.
Piranha's
Right?
been taking extended sips of her wine, just like, what the fuck is this? This is family dinner.
So the weather's been lovely lately, yeah?
It's been very unseasonably cold. We've had an early frost and it's quite early in the season for that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, that's to be
That doesn't
expected.
affect the crops or anything.
Well, it may if it continues on like this.
That's always a shame. Hate to see a light year.
Tarfin looks up and looks at Senzin and says, "So I see you and my lovely wife share a path, yes?"
Why, yes, apparently so. He moves the badge kind of because it's covering the Ilmater pendant. He's like kind of horrified for a minute, so he kind of moves it out of the way and trades places so it's on top. So
That's
Shazara breathes a sigh of relief to have somebody else talking to her mother.
Anybody but you as this attention, please.
And Misa looks up at Senzin and says, "So what exactly is it that you do, Mr. Sir?"
Senzin, milady. I am a protector of anyone who needs protecting. I champion the cause of Ilmater, our Lord and great Redeemer and Sacrificer, and I hope to follow his example.
She smiles beatifically and she looks you dead in the eye and she says, "You take care of my daughter." And it's almost a command, not a question. And
Does
You
it
see-
sound like you take care of her, or like you take care of her?
yeah, no,
Like,
it's
what are we
it's
taking from that?
she's obviously concerned and Senzin notices that there's just this blue fire behind her eyes when she says that. So, how did you all meet?
In a tavern. Where...
Yeah, we were all pissed drunk. No.
I love the fact that was Dauphine making the anyway.
Like I said, I felt the need to go on some travels, and that's where I felt that my travels needed to take me.
Yeah, and then there was the whole creepy vision thing and a bunch of like ravens or something. I don't know. She did something really scary. So we decided to befriend her. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I think she had a nightmare and we saved her from it. And then she joined our party.
She
Yeah.
seemed like someone who was a great friend, waiting for the right friends to be a great friend too.
There you
And-
go.
You know, I just saw her and I was like, you know what, this one right here, she's
It's like
something.
the impending apocalypse.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
see, Mom, things are just fine,
They both of them,
relatively speaking.
they just turn to look at each other when Menardin says the word apocalypse.
But yeah, the apocalypse is a problem. We should probably work on that. You know, we'd like to
Yeah.
not have an apocalypse. So we're doing our
Yeah,
best.
That would be a bummer, but you know, the thing is, like, she's our apocalyptic, creepy, bird fiend, weirdo, whatever it is. And,
That's right. And we love her just the way she is.
she's ours. She's one of us. And so as her parents, I don't know, I suppose really at the end of the day, the best that you could want is to know that your daughter is, you know, swinging with people who really take her in and you know, fight for her as though she is themselves, as it were. I don't know.
That's all a parent could want for their child.
Yeah, I mean, she's ours. At the end of the day, what is she? Is she creepy? Yes. Is she a weird nightmare bird person? Yes. Does she do this weird thing with her eyes sometimes? Then she gets very scary and it's a little bit unsettling. Yes. Is she suddenly
Skeleton wings are a bit much.
I'm sorry,
suddenly
what?
very bizarre? No, I mean, just kidding. We're not going to talk about wings or tattoos, but also, like, does she suddenly have a sword that she never mentioned that, like, actually could have come in handy before? Yeah, I guess so. She probably. But you know what? She's ours. She's our all of those things.
Our-
Yeah,
all
Mom,
of those things.
don't
At
you
the end
have
of the day.
wings?
At the end of the day, that's what counts. Am I right?
Of
That's
course.
right.
Raise a glass.
Cheers.
I'm raising a glass. Anybody, please raise a glass to free me of this moment, free me of this pain, free me of this discomfort.
Drink your wine, for God's sake.
Yeah, Misa and Tarfin raise their glasses and smile at Pirani and toast her and nod
Oh
and
my
say,
God. Thank fucking El Nader that they did.
Sorry, everybody disappeared for a second, but
You're
I was
back.
cheersing.
Darling,
Awkward.
what did your friend mean by skeleton wings?
You know, I've developed certain power.
Oh no.
Oh, did we lose her in the middle of dinner?
Oh my
Oh
God, she's having a
no.
vision. She's having a vision.
She's having a vision.
Oh, she's back.
Oh my God. Oh,
She's back.
okay.
I don't know what happened.
Certain powers,
That's
and
what
then you
say every
froze.
time.
And then you
You
froze.
said you developed certain powers.
Oh. Well, you know, I'm learning and every day, and I mean, sure, you have certain powers, and one of my powers is, you know, I have wings. It seems that it would make sense that I would have wings.
Yes, but they should be celestial and beautiful white wings.
Oh, they're more dead, really.
Okay, they're beautiful wings.
Nice.
Beautiful,
wings.
dead, dark wings. Think of it
No,
that
Maybe
way.
No,
they
no.
just haven't grown feathers
I mean,
yet.
the bony parts are white.
Well, that's true.
I'm
The
just gonna
bones
say-
are white. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
darling,
They're-
and she just gets up and
they're
hugs you. She just gets up and hugs you. And she's just
Shazara's doing the like awkward arms stiff like. "Ugh."
Piranha will not stand by while Shazara is being wing shamed by her mother. No, absolutely not. No,
Can't do it.
they're beautiful. They're perfect.
and
They're the most
as
beautiful skeletal wings I have ever seen.
as you're being hugged, your father says, "Darling, you know we support you in anything you do, and we will always love you. But are you sure there's nothing you need our help with?
Aw,
Well,
Aw.
he's a good parent.
I mean, I guess part of the reason I decided to leave the library and travel is I don't know, Dad. Things changed when I opened this particular book, and maybe I need to go back to the library and try to find that book and find some answers. But I'm okay now, supposedly. Like I'm not
Supposedly?
dead.
Well, of course you're not
But you're-
dead. You're here, but what do you... I'm at a loss. Is there anything we can do to help you? You seem distraught.
I'm just figuring some things out. Do you have any contact with the library?
Well, of
I mean, don't
course.
you have contacts at the library?
Oh, I guess I have contact
Yeah.
with the library.
Okay, I would just like to say,
Never
you know,
mind.
I've had the honor and pleasure of getting to know your daughter quite well over the last period of time that we have been doing our adventure. Perhaps the question should not be, is there anything that she might ask of you, but is there perhaps anything that you might know of that you think you should be providing to her, whether it makes sense to her at this juncture or not? Because I think that, you know, I've been her confidant for a while. I've been her compatriot, and she's really been giving it the old college try, trying to make the best of this whole thing. And she's been doing great. She's been doing a great job. But if you have any insight, if you have literally any knowledge at all, even an inkling that you can pass along to her, even if it turns out to be a red herring or nothing at all, like maybe this would be the time for you to volunteer that information. And I know that me and the rest of our team are willing to step out of the room if you just want to have a heart to heart with your daughter, but maybe right now is the time for you to put all of the cards on the table, as it were, if there's anything that you feel like
Yeah,
maybe
you have like
you would
some
like to
hidden
share.
demons in your closet, some strange
She,
relatives.
She takes Shazara's hands and says, "Perhaps it's time you met your grandparents."
Oh God.
Cool.
My
Uh,
grandparents, you never really mentioned them before.
Well, your father and I were both disowned.
Who disowned
I don't-
somebody that's like a worshiper
Yeah.
of Ilmater? Like what?
I don't want to pass without giving you this information or I don't want you to pass without me giving you this information.
Should we leave? Should we stay? This feels
That's up-
perfect.
Stop.
Shush, be quiet. I'm
That's
listening.
up to Shazara.
I think everybody can stay.
Oh, good.
Well, you know your father
I mean, unless
and
you don't want to stay, because it's like way awkward. So
No. I want to hear the tea.
No, yeah, spill it.
Well, you know your father and I, our union was not blessed by either side. Your grandfather is Lord Darkwing, and you should speak to him at some point.
Darkwing or Lightwing?
Darkwing.
So confused.
Oh,
And you recognize, all of you, if you've spent any time in the last few weeks in Waterdeep, Lord Darkwing is one of the masked lords. He's open about it. He basically says, I don't care if people know who I am. He wears the mask, but he doesn't care.
that's my
Hmm.
grandfather?
Dun.
They wanted nothing to do with you or us when we defied their plans to marry us off to other people.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm glad you and Dad are happy, and I don't really
I
know if I want to meet the person who disowned you, but if you think he has some information.
well,
Wait,
he has sold his
I'm-
soul, and I want nothing to do with him. You might get some information from him, but I never want to speak to him again.
out of
When you
character,
say
out of
sold
character.
is sold, do you mean like literally or figuratively speaking?
No, he has sold
Just
his
curious.
soul. Literally.
Good God, to who? Why?
That's not my story to tell.
Wait, out of character, I lost the thread a little bit. Who is the one who has sold his soul and who is this? Is this Lord Darkwing?
Lord Darkwing, Shazara's grandfather.
Okay, okay.
I'm trying to track the thread of her lineage. So is her dad a human or an Aasimar?
Her dad is a human.
Okay. And her mom is an Aasimar?
Yep. No, well, her mom is, for all you know, full celestial.
Okay, but then Lord
Who's-
Darkwing.
What?
Don't try to
Is
figure it
her
out now.
mom's-
It's not something you're gonna figure out at dinner.
Is Darkwing her mom's dad or her dad's dad?
They
Yeah, that
haven't
was my
told
question.
you, and they're close-lipped about it because they don't like talking about him.
All right then.
So we don't even know which side of the family Dark.
My God,
is.
sure, your dad's a demon and you didn't know.
Okay,
I
so
told you my parents are kind of weird.
so what? Okay, I guess what I'm taking from this is your grandfather is Lord Darkwing, and it looks like there might be some trouble here, right?
I just keep hearing the Darkwing Duck theme song in my head.
What I'm saying is, when there's trouble, you call DW.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I'm saying, let's get
It's
dangerous.
On that note, I'm calling break.
I just needed it. I needed it.
I
Thank you.
know.
Thank you. Thank
I
you. I
almost
needed it.
Completely snarfed on camera. Thank
Yep.
guys.
All right,
I
I'm gonna
love
call break. We'll be back in 10, folks. Stay tuned. Don't talk until I turn off desktop audio. All right, we're good.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Setting up shop. We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're going to call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I mean, I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my God!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain. But I only wanted this mountain is reserved for patrons. But it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats. But I am a patron. Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
Here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a couple of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white coffee material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My sauce is just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice. Everyone did it.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around.
Wow.
Hundreds of years into the future.
Why mess with a good thing,
Go ahead
right?
and clip that one, guys. And you send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Oh, there, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
how did the creature go?
One more time.
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed. You gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that you're rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, da doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, doom,
Doomy, doomy, doomy. Doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen. Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Or does a horse have a? Ooh, it's going for the
deception for a horse.
Yeah, horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe it's something even tastier, but then it sticks out its tongue and it pulls back, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts and it starts bucking, and and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Oh my god.
Your attention, please. All new Hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumbled roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar. Yeah, well, yeah,
Uh-huh.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Setting up shop. We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I mean, I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn?
Ah, I missed it. Damn it. All right, we're back. I tried, but... All right, well, we are back from break. Yes, we're back from break now. Let me turn up some... Yes. Yes. Alrighty. Where did we leave off? What was happening? What was the last bit of conversation as we took the break? I know there was Darkwing Duck. Yep, because I forgot to turn it back on. You're not muted.
Oh no!
That's okay. That's good.
Thank you, King Bashman.
Thanks, Bash.
So they missed our funny commentary. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
About what?
It's really quite a shame.
Yeah. So where were we? What was the last thing we did besides Danger and Darkwing Duck?
Lord Darkwing.
If you want
We
to talk
have
to
to
him. Well, you don't have
Ask
to.
him.
If you want to go on a Shazara side quest, you can do that.
DW if you're nasty.
We have other things planned, but
Hey, we gotta
you
be
know.
nasty to like DW.
Oh my god, please.
I mean,
roll
it
up and
helps.
be like, Granddaddy DW.
All that's missing now is somebody hitting on her dad or something.
Oh my god.
I was waiting for Sensen to hit on her mom, but
I thought about hitting on her dad just for comedic value, but it just didn't seem right.
Gross.
Ew,
Parents.
gross. We can do whatever you guys want to do for the rest of the evening, but tomorrow would be the day that you were supposed to go meet Lord Roaringhorn and Harshnag.
Oh.
I totally forgot why we had to even talk to them.
I don't even know why we're here.
Do any of us really know why we're here?
Oh my god, I love you guys.
All right,
Ella,
we
come
are.
back. Maybe she knows.
All right, wait. Experience point to someone who can explain, not experience point, inspiration to someone who can explain why we're in Waterdeep.
This is
Nobody
the
here. I wasn't here.
Find
Yeah,
our December.
Our December.
We're
Yes.
fucking here because Shazara's parents are here. And it was this sudden, like, wait, what the fuck? Your parents live here? And I feel like we got called here because her parents are here, and we came here because of a not pirate situation that ended up being definitely not pirates. And
So Harshnag is on a rock, flying to meet us here, and
we tried to fit a frost giant on a dinghy, and that didn't work out. We tried our best, and sometimes that's the best you can do. It was definitely
I feel like when we try our best, it's not so good.
It's really when we do our worst that we do the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you turn things into paste.
When we
what's the Star Trek reference?
win.
So let me give you the 10,000 foot view. Harshnag knows where the Eye of the Allfather is, which is the ancient giant oracle. And the oracle will be able to tell you what has happened to the Ordning and how you might be able to fix the war that's coming between giant kind and humankind. Well, giant kind and everybody else, basically.
I'm really sorry, but Did we ever eat the angel food cake?
Oh my god, that sounds great. Let's eat
Let us
cake.
move on. Let's move on to dessert.
Yeah, I would like that.
So
We
we're
don't
here
have
to
any
find
dinner
something
yet.
to save the world because apocalypse, but more important, angel food cake.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I would never have let up if we just glided past this like it was a cutscene that we all skipped. Do you know how much effort I put into this? How much thought?
I know you did. So if you, let us have angel food cake then. Misa brings it out and cuts it and says, "How thoughtful, angel food cake."
Thank you. I thought, you were all such angels in your own way to let us spend such a great time with your brilliant daughter, who is also in her own way such an angel of sorts, and just what an angelic bunch. And I'm so blessed to live, laugh, love with all of you tonight.
Oh my god. Oh
my god.
Love it.
And the cake is
I know.
close.
Did you think about the fact that Shazar herself is possibly the opposite of angelic, and how the angel food cake might be insulting to her family?
Well, I mean, the opposite is still actually an angel that has just descended
A fallen
from the
angel.
original.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a fallen
alright.
angel. So
Good call.
that was sort of the
Good save.
Yeah.
Also,
Going back to
angel
foods.
cake is just delicious.
Yeah, it is. It's so effervescent for a pastry, and it's so strange to ascribe that adjective to a pastry, but it truly is. The batter itself is very effervescent, and you really taste that in the end product.
It's made with real
And
angels.
I mean, it's made by Nana what's her nuts, so definitely real
Toppins.
angel toppins.
I love the fact that you can never remember Nana Toppin's donuts. You just need to keep
anyone's name.
You need to keep making up something different every time, like Benedict Cumbersnatch.
I can never remember anyone's name, and I also don't want to call my fellow players by a name that I shouldn't be calling them. So I'd rather just seem like I'm kind of gruff and don't remember anybody than like be a dickhead on accident. I do the same thing on set as a porn.
Really? Like, hey, you're awesome. Yeah.
No, I do it too.
I
Like, I
do
can never
that.
remember anybody's name, so when I do remember their name, I'm afraid I've gotten it wrong. So I just pretend I've always forgotten everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll just be like,
It's
hey,
good at convention. It's a useful trick.
I will own it as my own foible rather than accidentally put someone else in a position that might not be safe for them.
Foible. The good
As
word.
all of this conversation is going on, Tarfin raises a glass to sort of cut the uncomfortableness, and
He doesn't want to hear about my porn career? Okay.
no. I don't even know how to respond. God bless your heart.
Damn it, Ella, put your tits away.
You and
Rash
Papa
it up.
Light Wings at the same time. Whoopsie doopsie. It's legal in Austin, Texas. Some faraway land I've heard of in dreams.
God bless
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to encourage her.
I just love.
Yes, you
Cesara's
did,
reaction because
instigator.
That's guaranteed. Her actual physical reaction to is her just being like, "Oh God, why did I bring them here?"
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, Shazara, you knew what you were getting yourself into. Don't fool yourself. And
You brought
Delphine-
us here.
Totally.
And Delphine, you know exactly what you were encouraging in me. I'm not playing that game with you. You know exactly what you did. I know what I did, and I'm fine with myself where I'm at.
And Tarfin just talks over everyone and says, "To our wonderful daughter Shazara."
Cheers.
Shazara!
Shazara.
I look over at Sensen after this whole
Cesara
discussion.
looked more awkward than ever.
I wink at Shazara, and then I look over at Sensen, and I
Thanks for the biddies.
Thank you.
I don't even know what
Alright.
those are. I'm really just confused by all the little.
I don't know what they are
they're just-
either.
They're
I
like
have no
happy,
idea.
happy little triangles. They're like happy pyramids.
Yes.
No.
Well, you know, I guess I could ask, even though I don't necessarily want to talk to them about what's going on with, like, you know, my own crazy stuff. But I guess I could ask if they know anything about the ordning, or knows anybody who does at the, what's the name of the school? The GCC at the
The
GDC.
Gormouth Collegiate Collective.
That is a lot.
You down with GCC?
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
Oh,
We are
God.
so old, yeah.
Myriad, that was for you.
You down with GCC? Yeah, you know me.
Well, in other games, the GCC is the Goblin Community College.
Nice.
I was gonna say it sounds like a community college acronym.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We are too good for community college, so it's the collegiate collectives.
Just to be clear, out of character, community college, collegiate college, whatever you do, you're bettering yourself. Good for you. No shame.
That is very
Absolutely.
true. I'm a big proponent of community college in real life.
And shit,
Okay,
yeah,
as
if this
long as
bill
we're on the same
sorry,
page.
out of character, if this bill goes through, odds are good. A lot of it's going to be free, and you should avail yourself of that free opportunity.
Please do, please do,
What are you
please
even
do.
talking about?
Just
all
real
right.
life bullshit for a
Yeah,
minute.
real life
Just
bullshit.
for a hot second.
We're having like severe coming back from break issues.
Yep. All right, back to dinner. We have had dessert. We have had a toast to Shazara, and you have asked
And how
Shazara.
was dessert? How was dessert?
It was
fantastic.
It was angelic. It was
It was
angelic.
angelic. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you don't need to make a big fuss about it. It was just my pleasure to provide it. It's fine.
Orgasmically delicious.
Senzen starts going around he rolls up his sleeves like, you know, that like show your forearms shit guys do and it's hot. He does that and then he like goes around the table and starts like taking plates and like allow me and like gathering up dirty plates and where's the kitchen? And he like kind of wants to be pointed to the kitchen.
So wait, Sinzen has sexy arms and he's gonna do dishes. I'm not sure I can process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sensen has sexy arms and is going to where the chef hangs out. I am helping.
Yeah, there you go.
So you both make your way back into the kitchen and realize that they don't have servants. Lady Lightwing, Misa Lightwing prepared dinner.
Oh wow.
Wow. You did this all on your own?
That's impressive.
Of course, we don't stand on ceremony here. We believe in, and of course, it's one of the tenets of Ilmater. The Lord helps those who help themselves.
Of course.
Oh. I just want to.
Some people just help themselves by hiring other people to do the things.
You're not in this room, man.
Oh, right. That's fair. You are correct.
Thank you even more so for your kindness and hospitality and for welcoming all of us. It was truly kind of you. And I am going to, if you don't mind, I would really take supreme joy of just helping to wash these dishes. And I'd love for the two of you to catch up while I can maybe lighten your load a little bit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So I busy myself while they talk.
I'm saying Senzen and Piranha are doing dishes in the kitchen.
Oh, together. Okay. Of course, since someone wouldn't let me do it alone.
We're getting all soapy.
And we can come back to that scene momentarily. We'll come back to that scene momentarily. And in the other room, Misa Lightwing walks back in and hands a letter to Shazara, I guess, and says, "This arrived several days ago from Lord Roaringhorn. What sort of business do you have with Lord Roaringhorn?"
We're trying to figure that out.
Does this have anything to do with that ordning thing you mentioned?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out which giants are the good ones and which ones are gonna destroy humanity and
I'm sorry, what?
hopefully figure out a way to make things go our way.
Are you sure there's nothing we can help you with or you need? This talk is troubling. You seem to be putting yourself in danger's path.
I mean, we are, but we have a good group. We look out for each other. But if you have any information that would help us, by all means, it would certainly be appreciated.
Well, then you should certainly talk to Lord Roaringhorn. He is a mage of no small skill.
This is good to know that we're doing the right thing.
Well, I'm not sure you're doing the right thing. You're doing something.
Wow.
I'm doing a thing.
Delphine tries not to choke on the angel food crumbs or whatever she's eating.
Let's go back to Soapy Kitchen.
The dishes are wet.
That's not the only thing. Thank you. You set me up for that. I hit it right out of anyway.
Let it up, knock him down. Oh man, it's a 1-2 punch right over here. Up in this kitchen. All right. So,
dishwashing.
How do you think dinner went?
that was not the most awkward thing I've experienced in a while, but it definitely ranked up there. Not saying something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how to take everything that's going on.
I feel like I would love to discuss this more.
Mm-hmm.
If I could do so. I can't, out of character, pause real quick. Seth, if I cast silence, I can't like sort of dictate how far that goes, and I can't create a little bubble. Like I can't like.
You can absolutely. You decide where it goes, so you could cast it in the hallway between the kitchen and the dining room.
Is it possible for me to cast it so it has like maybe like a 3?
If
like
you want to, I will absolutely allow you to minimize, so it doesn't have to be the whole thing. You can cast it literally like a 3-foot sphere, or however you want to cast it.
Imagine like the way that Saturn is with like the sort of like the rings of Saturn, like just extending out enough to like the visible range, so that like nothing within our little sphere escapes us.
Well, remember, if you're casting it on yourself, you guys can't communicate. You would have to cast it in between. My question. Yeah, you would want to cast it in between you and the dining room. And if you want to cast it like such that it's only like a 4-foot wide sphere, that's perfectly fine. If your point is to make sure no one can hear your conversation, I will absolutely allow it.
Then what I want to do first is do a perception check just to make sure that like if I'm casting it on the hallway, I want to make sure that I want to see if I perceive anything in any other direction. You know? Does that make sense?
There's no one around you. It's pretty clear they don't have servants.
Kaka?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna do that then. And I'll cast silence in just enough of a space where it's hopefully not gonna draw attention. Can I do that?
Yep.
Okay, then I do that. Okay, so I feel like her parents know way more than they're letting on, and they seem a little disturbed, and they seem like they really have some thoughts about what's happening, and I don't know if they're just trying to like sort of let her go her own way or what the situation is, but they are leaving her in the dark on some shit that she really needs to be enlightened on, is my thought. What do you think?
You're suggesting the grandfather, kind of maybe there's more to her lineage that, you know, she should have known before now, kind of thing.
I mean, she shouldn't have learned about it until now. I mean, she should have learned about this. This should have been, if this is such a big deal, why is she only learning about it now when she's gone through how much has she gone through? I mean, we've seen her have crazy ass, weird ass dreams. Her eyes go black. She is traumatized. How much could they have told her to prepare her before now that would have maybe given her like literally any insight onto this? I was so excited to meet her parents and just have like a lovely family dinner, but I really feel like her parents think that they're doing, I truly think that, I don't know, I could roll, but I'm just going to say that Piranha could be wrong. But she thinks that Shazara's parents think that they are doing the best that they can for her, and they think that they are doing right by her. But like all parents, they're incredibly fallible, and the decisions they make based on what they think is best for their child is not necessarily what ends up being best for them in their actual life. And that's sort of what I guess I feel like I see playing out.
What's our role then in this?
There's knowledge to be had. And if anybody is a pursuer of knowledge, regardless of how it might be interpreted, is Shazara. And Shazara is the one person in this situation who is least opportune to pursue that in this scenario, because it is so directly pertaining to her that like she's too close to it to get it. And as her friends, I feel like I would like to see how much I can do to extract that knowledge and information as much as I can from her parents, because it seems like her parents know something that could help her. And
well, they've asked a few times, you know, for her to tell them what's going on, and she seems hesitant, and I don't know if that's just their relationship or she's sensing that they're being intrusive. I'm not really sure what's going on, but that dynamic.
Look, Sensen, I'm going to tell you, as a daughter myself, there's so many things I never want to tell my parents, because as a daughter, I know that I could be honest with them, but it's going to scare them so much because of the world that we naturally live in. I just don't want to alarm them. And so I think that there's things that she doesn't want to tell them. And I think that there's things that they don't want to tell her for the same reason that they want to protect her from the world around her. We're in a clumsy, messed up world. And I think right now, what needs to happen is the friends of Shazara need to come together and try to have a come to Elmider talk with the parents and extract as much information as we can, because it's simply never going to happen as parent and child. It might happen as fellow adults to fellow adults, but the parent-child dynamic is too strong, and they're just like, we could wait forever for them to overcome that, or we could just find a way to overcome that ourselves.
So are you suggesting almost like a intervention of some kind?
Yeah, but like without the structure, without the production, without the pageantry. Just let's maybe some of us, maybe, Delphine is like super grown up in a way that I kind of don't feel like I am. Maybe Delphine can go and talk to them as like she's kind of hoity-toity, and maybe Delphine can approach them, or like maybe Delphine and Menredin's super charismatic. Maybe they can approach them with their sort of skill sets and just sort of like connect with them as like peers, or if not peers, just, on some level that they're never going to, like, you're never going to connect with your parents the way you do literally anybody else in the world. So maybe we can sort of like clue them in and ask them to sort of like help us help her.
You clearly, I can tell you feel very strongly about this and you care very much for our friend. So do what you feel is right, and I'll work on these dishes.
All right. Just a heads up, though, you really want to make sure you rinse off all of the soap, because if literally any of that soap sticks onto it, like, it'll cause a bellyache for days. You never want to be out hunting and trying to like trap and strip, and it really complicates things later. Yeah. So just make sure you extra. I don't mean to tell you. I don't mean to dragonsplain, but
Understood. I will make sure they're extra wet and extra clean.
I know you will.
On that awkward note, I'm going to split back. Good job, guys.
I feel like that was way longer than I needed to be.
No, that was awesome.
That's not even right.
I can't see anything on Twitch, unfortunately. Just FYI. I don't know what happened. It booted me out.
Just reload it.
Alright.
So,
it's okay. I'm still in Skype, so it shouldn't be my internet.
All good. So you were trying to be quiet and that failed. It was hilarious listening to the laugh in the background. Anyway. Back to the dining room scene. Piranha sort of saunters back in, or I don't know, is Piranha sauntering back in or quietly like just coming back in and hoping that she's not noticed by the rest of everyone else eating?
Oh, quiet and like on a mission. Just like a
Well, the dinner is coming to a close. Is there anything else anyone wanted to talk about?
Piranha is suddenly, without anyone foreseeing it, has given up all fucks that she has given about this stupid cake. I hope Delphine takes the rest of it home and remembers to cherish the cake, because it is beyond me at this point.
I will absolutely take the rest of the cake.
Everyone has enjoyed the cake. Yes, everyone has enjoyed the cake.
Right. I lean over to. Is the mom still in there?
Absolutely. They would never dream of leaving you alone until you're escorted to the door.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably wouldn't leave us alone either.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant for like politeness, not because you're a freaking thief.
Oh, okay. Well, you know,
I meant for politeness sake.
I am a rogue, thank you.
Right, sorry, you're a rogue.
I can thieve, doesn't mean that I do. So I lean over and I say, I feel like this potential future family reunion might be difficult for your daughter. Is there any information that we as her friends might need to help her through this difficult time ahead?
Just protect her. Her grandfather is politically ruthless.
Okay, well, that's the Lord of Waterdeep. That sounds right.
And with all that entails, he hasn't spoken to me nor I him in many years. And if he can do that to his daughter, well, I shudder to think of what he could, with an offhand comment, do to his granddaughter.
That is quite awful. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that your family has such unfortunate relations.
As am I.
If you haven't spoken to him in a significant amount of time, and Shazara's never met him, how will she prove that she's his granddaughter?
That's a very good point.
He'll know.
Cryptic, but okay.
She has his eyes.
Okay. She should get those back. He might need them.
I was about to say, in her pocket?
They were a part of her baby rattle.
There's a part of me that wants to just like pull out my creepy ass wings in the middle of the house.
Now I'm just so confused now, because if her mom is like,
how is her mom an angel if her dad is a demon?
And her dad is either a demon or like a human who made a pact with like a fiend. And
maybe he was a celestial who sold his soul to the devil and fell.
If I may quote,
Guys, I think he's just a mathematician.
That explains everything.
If I may quote the demigoddess Paula Abdul, opposites attract.
Opposites attract. Great.
For all you know, her dad is a professor of mathematics. The carriage has arrived at the bottom of the street, at the bottom of Talismit Court, and is awaiting you to take you back to the Baron Bard, should you so desire.
And I'll give each of my parents an awkward hug and thank them for dinner and tell them I'll be in touch and we'll be in water. How much longer are we in Waterdeep? A day?
That's up to you.
Oh, not much longer. Probably, I don't know.
We're
Gosh.
long enough to go hunt up her granddad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have time, but we'll try. We'll definitely try. I'm gonna speak on your behalf that we will try, but it
Right.
might be kind of close.
It might have to wait until the next time I'm in water deep.
But we're definitely gonna try. We're
We'd
gonna
love
make every
to,
effort.
but we don't want to.
Every effort is what we're gonna make. Yeah. Look, I am standing for her, and I am making every excuse in the book. That's like, oh my god, we're so like 100 p. We're gonna try, like, but like maybe not, but probably like maybe.
But they did
definitely not,
suggest
but we're
that
gonna
we
try.
talk to Roaring Horn, and he's probably flying here at this moment.
No, in the morning. Remember, tomorrow you were supposed to meet in the just after breakfast with Lord Roaringhorn
Oh, okay.
at his estate. He will send a carriage for you. So
I mean, he
Oh
fucking
no,
was
I
good.
keep thinking of the giant on the rock,
and
not Roaring Horn.
yes, Harshnag will be there. Harshnag has been in Waterdeep for the last week. It took him a couple of days to fly here. It took you a week and a half to take the boat back.
Who the hell is Harshnag? I can't remember.
Isn't he the weird the giant? He's the frost giant that we were like figuring out. Like, can we put him on a dinghy or can't we? Probably not, I guess.
Is
so.
he the initial giant that we met in the castle?
That
I
was
don't know.
Zephyros. That was Zephyros.
yeah.
Harshnag is the one that. Okay.
He was on the.
Take a
where
break. Let me tell you.
Minerva's
Yes.
Correct.
He
Yes.
was there when I picked up the poop.
Oh, the giant.
And we had to
That was the last
beat
game I played
the
at.
animal.
where I had,
Squirrel.
It all comes back to the whale poop.
Yeah. When we
Always
found out that the not a pirate aunt was dead, he was the one who was like,
yeah,
the
did we
bestie.
did we collect the not a pirate aunt body?
I think we
Not that I'm
decided
aware of.
that's kind of not our fucking problem. Like, not my monkey, not my fucking circus.
Fair.
Like, in our defense, we were only requested to figure out where she was, not figure out where she was and return her.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
They didn't give us the. I was not given a hearse.
No, no one was given a hearse.
Besides, we didn't want to like dig her up because it might be bad form.
So what I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to interrupt you all here and tell you that you take the carriage back to the Baron Bard, and if you guys want to have a conversation at like midnight, sitting around the bar going, what the fuck was that all about? You can do that. Or we can get up in the morning and go to Lord Roaringhorn's, whatever you want to do.
What the fuck?
I feel like we've done a lot of what the fuck, and we should maybe just go to the.
We should probably meet up with Harshnag and.
I think we should take a moment to appreciate the insanity that just occurred, and then we should all sleep on it.
Okay, I vote we all buy Shazara whatever her favorite round is, which is probably some like paper flavored tea or something.
Right, I agree. Everybody buys her paper flavored tea, spiked.
And then we go to bed.
Vodka
Yeah.
because she.
That's just like empty tea bags.
It's a dash of with a dash of whiskey that I say is risky whiskey, so she feels cool, but it's not risky whiskey because I know she can handle it.
Because she can't handle it.
Like,
Yeah,
I
I'll
love
buy
her.
that.
I know her.
I'll buy that.
Sounds fair.
And everybody gives you a huge hug before they go off to bed.
Yes.
Please no visions.
We all have a snuggle and then head off to bed.
You wake up the next morning to the smell of bacon and eggs cooking from downstairs.
Yay.
You get up, have a wonderful breakfast. There's a side of angel food cake, and a carriage arrives. A huge, ornate carriage with gold and black livery, and a footman. And it is a footman. He's in footman's regalia. He walks in and says, "Lady Shazara Lightwing, Lady Dauphine." What's your family's last name?
You never named us.
You never named it. It's my job.
What are you
to
talking
name
about?
it.
I didn't make my character. You did.
And just reads off all of your names, and with the honorifics, the defenders of Bryn Shander, heroes of the Vale.
The same as, I don't know, amaranth or something like that. That'll work. We'll write that down.
There you. I will write that down because
Amaranth.
none of
That's
us
what I
will
said.
remember it unless I write it down.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Senzin to put his glasses on.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
should.
Defenders of Bryn Shander, heroes of the Vale. Your presence
be
is
like-
requested at the estate of Lord Roaringhorn.
Is there cake?
He looks at you and says, "Perhaps."
All right. As long as there's cake.
I think there's some leftovers. Did you grab the leftovers from last night? I honestly
I
forgot
did.
that.
I totally grabbed the leftovers.
Thank you. Thank you. You're so. I knew I could count on you, which is why I sort of dropped the ball on that. But thank you for grabbing. Could you just? Can you just give me a little?
Yeah, I break you off a little bit.
Oh my God, Queen. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Onwards to wherever.
Funny you should mention Queen.
Oh God.
So you travel through the city into the North Ward. This is where the rich people live. You were here. Some of you were here last time to visit. What was it? Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor. You were here to visit Yellowcrest Manor last time. This manor makes Yellowcrest Manor look like a hovel. It is. I mean, picture. The most amazing old school British estate. What's the show? Downton Abbey. It looks like Downton Abbey. In the middle of a huge metropolis. You know these people are wealthy because there is a park around their home, and it gives the sense of being in a park in the middle of the city. Right? You arrive. You step out of the carriage, and there are guards in Roaringhorn livery. You look around and you notice there's this lord could probably field an army if he wanted to. Wily Hobbit, thanks for the raider. Thanks for the raid. 19 folks, welcome.
What does that even mean?
There are so they just brought 19 people over to watch the stream.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank
I'm
There you
really
go.
sorry, 19 people.
Yeah, we apologize in advance for your experience here.
You have just arrived at Lord Roaringhorn's Manor.
Oh my
There
stars.
are footmen and guards in livery, and they greet you and offer to escort you into the manor to meet with Lord Roaringhorn. You will note, by the way, that every doorway, every bower passage in the gardens, they are all at least 20 feet high.
Or giant friends.
Perhaps.
So it's a giant's castle or a mansion, manor?
It's
more of a manor.
It's a mansion.
Can I roll
It's an
perception?
estate.
Lord Roaringhorn,
Or something?
a giant?
No, remember, Lord Roaringhorn is a human mage of no small
Oh,
repute.
that's right.
Can I roll literally anything to figure out what the hell is going on with this weird architecture around us? Because this is just it makes no sense.
Can I do a history check or something?
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
if anyone has history, go ahead and roll it.
Well, I definitely don't have history. I have perception as fuck.
Oh, well.
Go ahead and roll
I have
history, no matter
history.
what. No matter what,
I
roll
had a
history.
rough night. I can't
I'm
remember
gonna
many
roll.
history
Oh.
lessons. I only got
Let's see if
7.
anyone remembers certain things about the construction
I got
of
an
this manor.
18.
Yay!
I got a
Right.
20.
All
The
right.
bitch who doesn't know shit about land knows the history.
I know, right?
Yeah, baby girl.
You and Delphine Menredin and Delphine put their heads together, and they realized that this manor was built by a great ancestor of Lord Roaringhorn, who actually had very, very good friends who were frost giants.
Ah, that's promising.
Okay.
Indeed. As you make your way into the manor, you hear a clomping sound off in the distance, and you see a 30-foot tall frost giant sort of ducking under the mantle of several doorways in front of you. And he meets you in the grand drawing room. This room it's gorgeous. It's covered in gilt leaf. There are books lining the walls. There are several billiard tables. There are huge overstuffed couches. There's one divan that is large enough for a giant to recline on. And the light streams in from the south. And it's just a beautiful room. And Harshnag greets you and he says, "Ah, my small friends! How are you?" And he's looking down at all of you. He's still wearing his plate mail armor, by the way.
We are well. How are you? Expecting battle any moment?
Well, there's nowhere I can really store it other than in a pile, and quite frankly, I expect to leave quite soon. With you.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh,
That's nice.
where are we going? And how are we getting there?
I understand you have a map of a certain network.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Is there...
Yes, but Facebook was down today.
Shazara pulls this out of her pocket and says, "Is this what you're looking for? Or is this what you're talking about?"
Ah, that map.
This...
We can't leave until we take Shazara to see her grandpa.
Well, that's up to you guys to decide. Harshnag says, "Well, why?"
Because her mom told us we had to.
Apparently he's got some sort of information. Do you know anything about a Lord Darkwing?
Everybody knows about Lord Darkwing.
Oh, I mean, other than like what everybody already knows about Lord Darkwing.
We'd like to get dangerous.
I think... I suspect Lord Roaringhorn can fill you in more. I try to avoid entanglements in politics. You're literally asking a frost giant wearing plate mail armor in a lord's estate about politics.
Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking.
Just saying. Anything you want to talk about with Harshnag before Lord Roaringhorn enters the room?
I swear to God, when I get off this stream, I'm gonna go watch Darkwing Duck.
I know. I'm so on. I'm gonna change my Inspector Gadget ringtone to Darkwing Duck.
Oh,
Yes!
that's awesome.
I love Inspector Gadget too, though.
Why is Harshnag here again?
I think you should ask
What
the
are we
party that.
doing?
We need to go find the giant prophet who started.
Oh,
the
right,
beginning
the
of this
Oracle.
word.
Got it. I'm sure Shazara remembers all of this.
Yeah. Proteus.
But
You
do
all
we-
remember...
do
Go ahead.
Do
Did
we
you have a question?
still need to find what's his butt with my locator gem, or is he not important now?
I thought that's who we were looking for. I thought this whole thing was us coming to try and find this particular individual.
So you were coming here because not only did Lord Roaringhorn, Harshnag wanted to meet you here, right? Sirach of Suzail, who is Artist Simber's bastard child, said that Lord Roaringhorn might know where the Artist Simber and the Ring of Winter are.
So do you know where Artist Simber is?
Well,
He's not Lord Roaringhorn.
No.
You keep asking him all these questions.
you know what I've realized? I've realized that 2.5 hours is probably our useful play life.
Here's the thing.
Can I re-apologize to the 19 people?
I extend a heartfelt apology for what I
here's
don't know because I was missing last week. and
Here's the
week
damn
before.
thing. How many degrees are there of Kevin Bacon? And in this realm, like, sure, we were told this one dude knows this one other dude, but like, it's not like they're the only. It's not like they're like secret like flowers in the attic siblings. Like, surely they have other like friend groups. Maybe they know other people.
That's not
So
even
I'm gonna interrupt you guys because this is gonna be amusing. As you're having this argument about why you're here and trying to remember what's going on,
We had a rough night.
you hear some footsteps coming from down the hall, and one of them sounds like high-heeled shoes.
Wait, Delphine's right here.
And the
So-
door opens, and as the door opens, Lord Roaringhorn comes in. He can only be Lord Roaringhorn. He is wearing the livery, he's wearing the colors of House Roaringhorn. He's dressed in incredibly rich silks and fabrics, red and yellow, and his hair is coiffed impeccably. And on his arm is, you gave me a name? Celine. Right?
Well, shit.
Celine Amaranth. Queen
Who the fuck is-
Celine Amaranth, by the way. Delphine's mommy.
Oh.
We have so many mommy issues in this group.
I know, right?
God
So,
damn,
Lord
y'all.
Roaring Horn and Queen Amaranth enter the room and smile and say, "Hello, how is everyone?" And, of course, Queen Amaranth walks over to Delphine and says, "Daughter, how are you? It is wonderful to see you."
Wait, is she in bird
so
form?
happy
Is she a
to
bird?
see you. Whatever are you
She's-
doing here?
She's an elf.
Or she's not. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying she was a bird on his arm. I'm sorry.
No, you're like, and
No.
look at his arm.
My mommy
It's
is
not
not a bird.
I got worried about that.
2.5 hours, people. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, Delphine, next round is on me.
Oh, it's okay. My mommy loves me. We get along just fine. She knows pretty much everything about me.
And you notice that both Lady Amaranth and Lord Roaring Horn are obviously wearing the necklace of the Lord's Alliance, and they would like to have a chat with you and Harshnag about what's been going on with the giants and the Ordning. And they sit you all down around a table and ask for an update. Delphine.
Oh God. Why me? Do you know how many of these sessions I've had to miss because life? Okay. So there was some stuff and we did some things and then there was a boat and lots of cold soup and it was just very uncool that we had to be on this boat in the middle of the water for so long with cold soup and it was really quite tragic. And cake, there was cake, and there's this wonderful donut place. I recommend you go there. The Nut Pirate passed away. And so here we are looking for her estranged grandfather and some guy named Artisimber, and we hope we find him soon. Or the giants in Armageddon. That's what I thought.
She turns to Lord Roaring Horn and says, "This is why Amelia is next in line."
I love it. That's great.
Is there anything you can tell us about the Ordning, darling?
No, because I don't really understand it. I feel like our supreme guidance counselor has failed to describe it well enough to us.
Harshnag steps in and says, "My lady, I believe I can provide some information."
Oh, good.
And she looks up at the frost giant towering 20 feet over her and says, "Please, by all means." And he explains that he is one of the few, not only frost giants, but of giant kind anywhere in the world, that knows where the oracle is, the eye of the Allfather Anam, king of the giant gods. And if we can make our way there, we can find out exactly what it is Anam wanted when he shattered the Ordning between the giants. By the way, if you don't all remember, the Ordning was this order of giants saying storm giants on top, cloud giants next. Storm giants are lawful good, and they keep all the other giants in check because they have a very big magical stick to beat them with.
Awesome.
But since the Ordning's been shattered, and Anam the Allfather said he wanted giants to do something, we don't know what, all of the giants are trying to compete to be top of the Ordning.
And this dude happens to be the kind of giant that he says is the one who's doing all the good things.
No, he's a frost giant, not a storm giant.
So basically, the giants are out to screw the world over. Like, is that the whole point of this adventure?
Harshnag looks at you and says, "If we don't do something, the war between giant kind and dragon kind and giant kind and dwarf and every other kind will destroy the world. We need to find out what the Allfather meant when he shattered the Ordning. If we don't, the apocalypse is coming."
Okay.
What if he just meant oops?
I mean, what if he was just like, look, y'all need to get along. Love each other because you're family.
Have you
Wait, what happened to the Allfather?
I don't know.
Have you fought a giant?
Oh
And
yes,
tried-
yes.
Cool.
Yeah, we have done that.
Bunch.
We have fought and destroyed giants.
Have you
Yeah,
tried
bunch
to
of-
hug and love a giant?
Well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe if giant parents hugged and loved them more like my mommy did me, they would be happier.
Again, she looks at Lord Warringhorn and says, Amelia.
I think Amelia gets more hugs.
Probably.
I don't know. Like
I don't have any choice. I've missed so many sessions. I really just literally had no idea what was going on. So I just get to be the stupid sister.
I'm not gonna say that we hugged this one giant, but like I feel like we emotionally hugged each other. Like he really,
the really nice.
Definitely formed a bond with Zephyros.
Yeah,
the original
Zephyros was like
in the castle. I feel
Zephyros?
like.
Harshnag looks at you and says, you met Zephyros?
Yes, he was. lovely.
Maybe not.
He
Yeah,
is
man.
insane.
Oh, I thought he was lovely.
Yes.
Oh, that explains it.
Absolutely. Oh my god, he is so fucking insane. He is like off the rails. He is so batshit awesome. Love that dude. Love him. Love his risky whiskey.
Oh, and
Love
his
his
cake.
cake.
Cake was
His
amazing.
cake was
He
amazing.
did have good cake.
And his castle was lovely.
Lord
castle's
Warringhorn
gorgeous.
interrupts you and says, so, what is it that you all plan to do to assist the Lord's Alliance? And
So
to
here's
stop
the thing.
the
We
apocalypse?
were picked up by the giant that we were just talking about in his floating castle, and he basically told us we have to go save the world, dropped us off in a town, and we've been wandering aimlessly ever since with bits of information, and I don't think anybody here is entirely clear on where we're supposed to be going specifically. or
Literally
what
none
we're
of
supposed to
us.
doing. None of us.
Absolutely not us.
Yeah, we've been following his strange unfinished orders.
And he
Harshnag
keeps
steps
sending
up
us
and
places where there's no libraries where we can even look any of the.
Harshnag
Oh,
in
here's
his
the other
booming giant voice talks over. Well, go ahead if Benron wants to add something.
We don't plan.
Right.
Sounds like a hassle, honestly.
So Harshnag will talk over all of you in his booming voice and slams his fist down on the table and says, I know how to find what the Allfather wanted. Have you not been
Well, how do
listening
we
to
do
me?
that then?
We go to the shrine and the eye of the Allfather, and ask the Oracle.
Okay, like I feel like you could say that without being so aggro about it.
I said it 3 times, and he like breaks the table when he slams his foot down, or hand down again. Ooh, sorry. Sorry.
Well, that's a whole
they're the
table.
ones who haven't gotten it.
That's a whole table now. So I mean, you know,
like we
you have to use
understood
your words.
that we're leaving. They're the
Yeah.
ones who didn't understand that we're going with you to like the up cold area.
Yeah,
The
like,
up cold area.
I feel like we're really all actually on the same page, and we just like maybe we're positioned in a way that we were all sort of like expecting opposition, and we're actually all like really.
So I
in
feel
all-
like our game plan should be to ensure that Shazara gets to her grandfather and gets whatever information we can get that may be helpful there. And then obviously going with this giant apparently to the up cold.
Lord Roaringhorn looks at Lady Amaranth, and they look back at you and say, I think you'll be leaving with Harshnag today.
Right.
You know, I can
we
always
really
talk
need-
to my grandfather during my next trip to Waterdeep because I also have a few other things I need to do. And we couldn't possibly fit it all in.
What was her dad's name or grandfather's name again?
Lord Darkwing. How
Oh,
could
yeah.
you forget?
Right.
You forget
Because
Lord
I'm getting tired.
Yep.
Remember I started days earlier.
We'll be done here in a few minutes.
So, well, her parents were very insistent that she talk to Lord Darkwing about her condition. He might be able to be of some help with all of her visions and things that she's been having, which could be of help to this particular issue that the
And
world
as
is.
it happens to be, some of my visions are in fact about giants destroying the world.
To be
Yes.
blunt, darling, and this is Lady Amaranth speaking. To be blunt, your particular issues are of less import than the fate of the world.
And that is fair. I just thought there might be some connection between her visions of the end of the world that she might be able to get more information from them if she had guidance.
Ah, I see.
How do we get to this oracle?
Harshnag points to the map that Shazara has put on the table. Here it is again.
Oh, you mean my map.
Right. And says, we have been in contact with the Harpers, and they have granted you, I understand, access to the teleportation network. There seems to be one here in Waterdeep. You should probably... And Harshnag points at it and says, we need to go here to Mirbar, or to Yartar. From there, we can make our way to the spine of the world. Oh, and by the way, and he looks right at Delphine, it will be very cold.
Yay.
Well, we have time to hit up the shops around town to find something extra warm.
More fur.
Or maybe some potions.
You actually have those +1 cloaks.
Yeah, we have the cloak.
Oh yeah, we do have the cloaks that help us stay warm.
We have the cloaks, but that didn't prevent the bitching and moaning the last time around, so maybe we can find a little extra.
That's fair. That's fair.
Also, hey Shazara, how about that fucking sword you just fucking had? That's like flaming?
It
And I
might
assume
set your
warm?
cloak on fire.
Okay, but it could also probably like do like you could just at least introduce it to the conversation. That's all I'm saying.
So I guess my
is
question.
you could present it.
So I think the question I have is, what are we supposed to do at the giant oracle? Because I feel like the giant probably has that in hand. What is our purpose there? What
we will each be allowed. We will each be allowed to ask the oracle a question.
Ah.
Does it have to be about the ordning?
It probably should be, given that that's what's out to destroy the world.
If you would like to use your question for the oracle on a selfish, personal question, that's your right.
That sounds already very condemning
That was
and
very
condescending. Like, clearly you, like, I mean, you
Right? I
have to
don't
understand
see
how that
you
came off.
Here you go.
Like, you must know how that came off. You know, we know and you know. Let's just all be honest with each other. So, okay, go ahead.
And Lady Amaranth looks at you, and says, "Oh, it was quite intended, dear."
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I just, like, don't pretend to be veiled. Like, we get it. Don't be a dickhead. You should just say don't be a dickhead.
Did you just call Delphine's mother, the Elven Queen, a dickhead?
Oh dear.
Yes.
I'm picturing that in my brain.
I don't think I did.
Oh.
But if I did, I guess I did.
All right, guys. We have our cloaks. I can warm them up if we need to. I am more than happy to share my sword if anybody needs to warm their hands. Let's just get to this oracle and figure out what happens next.
So
yeah.
That's
all
like
of that was internal dialogue. I was just like
Internal monologue.
having just an internal monologue. Nothing actually came out of my mouth. I'm just sitting there like I'm just going to back up into my little cozy cloak that is a +1 for whatever the fuck, and like I'm peacing out and I am done. This is all too much parents. I was very excited for a little tiny skosh, a tiny taste of parents. There's too much parents today. I'm done with parents. I'm done. I'm going to
Bring your
sleep.
parents
I would like to wake up to no
week sucks, y'all.
I'm not
What
into
about
this.
finding artist Simber? We still need to do that, right?
So, okay, but my question remains the same. So there are, 6 of us going to this oracle place, apparently.
Through the portal?
That's oracle. So there's six of us. That's 6 questions at least. It only takes one of us to ask the question of why did so-and-so break the ordinance. So what are the other crucial questions that we need to be considering?
You have plenty of time. You don't have to do that tonight.
Yeah, we need to
Okay.
really formulate.
Well, I
that.
just thought we might ask the people that are sending us because I thought maybe they had other questions.
Well, your mother actually absolutely turns to you and says, why did it not? How do we fix the breaking of the ordning? She wants to know. That's her question, recommended question. And Lord Roaringhorn says,
Sensen,
What-
are you writing this down?
I sure hope so.
Sensen, we're counting on you.
Where's your journal?
I got it. We're good.
Okay.
all right, and I'm also bringing up here the player's map of the Sword Coast.
Wait, what was he gonna say? The dude.
Lord Roaringhorn?
He was
Lord
gonna say a
Roaringhorn
question.
says, how do we fix it, and what happened to break the ordning?
So why did he break it? What does it mean? How do we fix it?
Those are the questions we recommend.
Okay.
Okay.
We will do our best to save the world.
Yep. And just to be clear here, I'm bringing up the map of the... I don't want to make it real big here. So,
You made it.
there we go. Sorry, it's over everybody. I apologize.
That's
But-
okay.
Here we go. Everlund is right here. If you can, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Everlund is in the middle of the screen right now. That is one
Wait.
of...
Hold on, we definitely can't.
Oh,
see
there
it
it
now.
is.
Where am I
All right.
supposed to be seeing this?
Yeah, you know what?
Owlbear or?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll pull it.
Trench?
I'll pull it up in Owlbear Rodeo. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, I can't.
The thing you
see
told me
your
I didn't need to
mouse
worry
here,
about.
So.
You told me I didn't have to load out there rodeo.
Oh my
Why?
God!
You are
I-
busting his balls tonight
I'm a
hard.
lying liar.
You are a lying liar.
You're right. Hey, Seth, I love you so much.
No, that's okay. Oh, actually, there you go. So I already have them marked. So
Oh,
Mirbar,
yay.
it looks like Mirbar is exactly where we want to be. So
We don't want to
Mirbar,
go to the one.
Okay, so the one furthest north
yep.
is where
And-
we want to be.
From Mirbar, you're going to go in this direction, up into the spine of the world. That's where the Oracle is. Sound like a plan? Well, that's, I mean,
yeah.
that's what
Cold
Harshnag is
plan.
telling you where you should probably be going.
Okay, I like this.
Okay.
Clear instructions. I like clear instructions.
Okay.
Let's have more of that.
And
Let's have more of
just
that.
just to recap, so that place that had really cool potions that we could order, which spell levels are we able to order those? Like, I'm gonna look for spells, but like, which levels are we able to like actually request?
I'll tell you, you can,
potions?
anything up to 3rd level is pretty
Anything
much...
up to 3rd level.
Yeah, and we can take care of that off stream. That's something we could do. I could see people falling asleep. So why don't we say... yeah, right? Why don't we say, if you want to do anything with Lord Roaringhorn and Lady Amaranth next week, we can start there. Or we can start with, hey, I need some frickin' potions before we jump into a teleportation circle.
I'm going to egg Piranha on some more, because that's pretty funny.
What do you got? Lay it on me. Lay it
Well,
on me.
all right, you know what we're going to do? I might ask you some questions. So we're going to start with the Senzen confessional first tonight.
Don't we always?
Yeah, I mean,
That's fine.
Would you like me to start with someone else?
No, because I get it done quicker. All right, go.
All right.
So,
Love that.
so as the disembodied voice, man, how about that kitchen scene?
Yeah, dude, it was hot. What?
No, I'm just giving you shit. Good. Give me. What did Senzen learn, or how is Senzen feeling?
Well, Senzen is, I don't know, he's a little, the night did not go at all what he expected. He was prepared for some courtly manners, but, you know, I guess, like, he just felt all the estrogen of all these ladies, like, rushing forward with their manners and being all sweet with their friend's mom, and he just kind of stayed out of the way and wasn't really sure what to do. I don't think Senzen learned a whole lot. He's just going to continue writing things down quietly and asking a few questions, but
How did Senzen
yeah,
feel
he's-
about learning that Shizara's mother is potentially a cleric of Ilmater?
Well, yeah, he's very intrigued by that and would like to speak to her more, but did not feel the vibe was correct at the dinner party. But it's interesting because Shazara does not clearly follow a in her mother's footsteps in that regard. So he's intrigued.
All right, cool. Delphine. How did Delphine feel this evening? What did she learn? What is she thinking?
Delphine learned that if you spend more sessions at the spa than you do in the game, that you don't have any idea what's going on. That is the unfortunate reality. And that her mom can be a little bit of a bitch, and she didn't know that. So she's not sure how to take that. And she was very, very shocked about Shazara's parents, and definitely a little uncomfortable. And while she also understands that we need to go save the world, she doesn't think it's very unfair that the poor warlocks, family and emotional crisis is being set aside. So she's worried about her friend. And, overall, this seems like a giant problem, but she's happy to help. Not real sure what us tiny people are going to do.
Was that pun intended?
It was a pun intended.
It was pun intended, yes. All right. Shazara. What did Shazara learn tonight, and how is Shazara feeling?
Oh, well, it was a good evening and a tough evening, not having really seen or talked to her parents much since the incident, which perhaps we should call the undead book incident. And though she wanted to talk to them more, it just didn't seem like a dinner party and their first meeting in a few months was a good place to do it. And she's kind of independent and wants to figure out what's going on somewhat on her own. But then, of course, there is this pressing issue of giants destroying the world, and the ordning is broken. And what kind of a world do we live in where we have to fix everything? Because I don't know if anybody's really noticed that, we're kind of a band of misfits here. But hey, we are the heroes of Bryn Shander, so I guess we're not all bad. But yeah, I'm not really sure about Lord Roaringhorn and Harshnag, and kind of upset that he spoke ill of Zephyros, who was way nicer to us.
Yeah, right? He was amazing.
But, I guess there are also a little stressed out. So let's just get this over with.
All right.
And I so totally wanted to pull out my skeletal wings at dinner, but scaring Mom and Dad would have been really bad form.
I would have loved it. Would have been just epic.
All right, Piranha. What did Piranha learn tonight, and how is Piranha feeling? You're muted.
She knew it was going to happen. She told us. There was.
She did.
I foresaw this. I am.
But I'm also way excited to hear Piranha's take on the night.
This should be fun.
Also,
this should be good.
I need to not ADHD my legs on my coffee table.
Does it make your thing bounce?
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. No, so Piranha was super looking forward to sort of getting that sort of little insight into oh, how's the weird family dynamic? Oh my gosh. And it was oh no, it's big, it's weird, it's extra weird. And I was oh, let me have a little morsel of how weird your family is. And it was you want a morsel? No, you've got a fucking you've got an entree of family dynamic.
You have an entire angel food cake.
Yeah, and I was oh dang, this sucks. and my friend is my friend, and like we really need to show up for her. And like I kind of feel like I knew that her parents wanted the best for her, but at the same time, like I really don't give a fuck who wants the best for anybody. Like when you're my friend, and I want to make sure that like I am showing up for you and making sure that you're getting the best for yourself, not what someone else thinks the best for you is, I guess. If that makes any sense. Like I just I don't know, in that moment it was just like we need to really show up for our girl. And that's sort of where I was at. And beyond that, I you know, I cared a lot about cake until I didn't. I cared a lot about things until I didn't. At the end of the day, you know, there were soapy suds, there was delicious cake, there were a lot of things that were very tempting and very distracting, but honestly, at the end of the day, my friend needs someone to fucking show up on her behalf, and like everything else falls aside. Hometown fucking hero. I don't give a shit. Like Senza's forearms with those soapy studs and those like, you know, ropey muscles, like all of that, like oh, mwah, chef's kiss. But my fucking girl needs someone. I'm gonna find her where she's at. I'm gonna meet her where she is at, and I'm gonna fucking show up for her exactly where she's at. Like that's my thing.
Awesome.
Like
Very cool.
Yay! All right,
Yay, girl
Menredin.
power.
What is Menredin thinking? How's Menredin feeling?
So, oh, wow. Sorry, messy room. Menredin.
I can zoom you in.
Oh my gosh, Seth, how could you?
Hold on, I'll zoom her in. Rawr!
Like you have like the full wide screen. It's like, no, hide my shame. Hide my
So he
shame.
zooms in on the messy desk.
Oh my God, give me a break. There you go.
Seth, just so you know, it's a no-win game. You're
I
never
know.
gonna win.
I know.
We love you no matter what, though. And
We
that's
love you so much. All the
we
love.
love you, but like, come on.
We love you, but fix it.
Do better. Do better.
Yeah, I know, Prater. I know. All right, Menredin.
So Menredin was just kind of like sitting back and taking everything in this session. She totally gets the whole like disapproving family thing, but like Shazara's is definitely different than Menredin's, because like Shazara's parents are very loving, but they're like, oh honey, we're sorry you died.
We're sorry you became an evil skeletal being. Oops.
She's very adamant that she's not going to sell her new best friend the cursed book. Although hopefully I can find the scroll of identify so I can figure out what the fuck the actual magic is in the play. And other than that, she's just excited to keep going on an adventure because, like, the city's kind of boring to her. It's just a bunch of people walking around on top of each other, and like,
There's no pirates.
There's no pirate.
And no water.
There's no water. It's just people and dirt.
All right. Anybody want to promo anything? Let me do mine first. Get your shit ready. I know Ella and I will be doing it, but let me pull it up because there's a new one, Papa Prater says. All right, Monday night, Storm King's Thunder. That would be me in this game. That's at 7 p.m. Central. Tuesday, Stormlord's Wrath with DM Sammy. That's at 8 p.m. Wednesday, no programming. Thursday, Tales from the Yawning Portal with DM King Bashman at 8 p.m. Friday, currently no programming. Saturday, Rise Up Against the Slave Lords with DM Duff 563. That's at 9 p.m. Sunday, currently no programming. We do have a non-streamed show. I should bring that up here. It won't let me do it. East Texas University with DM Eric B. exclusively posted on YouTube. I don't know what's below that because I haven't signed into Adobe Acrobat and it's making me do that and won't let me do it. We do have some sponsors, so hopefully this will work. Yes, great. Total Party Kill Games. Creators of dark fantasy, Dungeons & Dragons compatible products and hilarious card games and more. Find them at totalpartykill.games. Check out their latest releases. Druid's Den, your place for magical supplies and apothecary needs. Website is druidsden.com. That would be Mama Praetor. Please support her. That said, let me go back to my main screen. And I'm going to go first. Elle can go last today. So, Coven MTG. If you are not doing anything on those other Praetor nights, you should watch Praetor. But if you're not watching Praetor, you should be watching Coven MTG. We stream Magic the Gathering 3 or 4 nights a week. And I run this law firm thing, so if you need legal help, reach out to me outside of this. I don't like to actually say the name on stream. Anybody else? Ella, and then if anybody else wants a promo.
Just to follow up to that, Seth, Coven MTG?
Coven MTG.
Coven MTG. Oh, whatever. DM Esquire is the one that I love. DM Esquire is a great attorney. I love him. He's my attorney. He freaked me the fuck out when he hit me up to do this with this D&D stream because I was like, who the fuck is suing me? Nobody. We're just gonna have fun. Thank fucking Christ. And the creek don't rise. Okay, great. Okay. You can find me on OnlyFans.com/ELADarling, or you can go to ELADarling.com. You will find me on OnlyFans, on Twitter, on all of the nonsense bullshittery. I'm trying my best, y'all. I'm trying my best.
Shut your mouth, Bash! But Bash is calling me DM Mando Daddy. God damn it.
I like it. It's DM Mando Daddy Esquire. If you don't fucking mind, Bash. Come on. Like, credit where credit is due. But yeah, I am on OnlyFans. I am doing my best. I am working so many jobs right now. I'm working just so many jobs, and it's just so much. But I am trying my best. I am posting my titties at least every day. And then some. So.
Speaking of posting titties, I shared this with everyone earlier, and if you have not played this game, you need to go out and buy this game and play it.
Oh my god.
So it is literally swiping left on dragons and demons and gorgons. It is the making a love match game. Literally, it's Tinder the card game. Yeah.
Oh god.
They haven't paid me anything. I just think it's freaking hilarious. So it's literally the game of making a love match with your mythical beings.
Can we play it in character with Senzen?
Straight up.
Oh my god, yes.
Can we make Senzen a Cinder account?
If people
Totally.
pledged enough dollars that we could all buy like a round of like booze and or snacks, I would say. Like if we got to the point where like people contributed enough dollars where we could all get like $10 worth of like, I get a plastic bottle worth of vodka or like a really shitty Domino's pizza, like the shittiest. Like we could do like the scuzziest, and I feel like that standard would really be great because it's like, here's my lowest point where I'm like, fuck it, I guess I'm gonna open up this app. And so like if we could just get to this like $10 level where it's like, fuck it, I'll spend $10 on like pizza, it's gonna be shitty pizza, or $10 on shitty vodka, or $10 and it's gonna be like the very best craft beer, but I'm gonna be like craft beer guy. Like, you know, like that $10, if we could like get to a point where like people pledge $10 each.
I'm holding it up. Live fast, burn bright. That's my motto. Hit me up and we'll start some fires.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but like if we got to the point where like people pledged $10 a person to the point where we actually received $10, I don't know this whole process. I don't.
What is your? But we have to move past this. We have to move past this. So like, if everybody pledges money, then what are you proposing we do?
That we all buy Cinder and play it.
Yeah, we all play this game together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like we pretend that we are this. Can
I be this dragon that lives fast, burns bright, and stuff?
Yeah, we play as like whatever.
Yeah, we could be like
I'll do it.
characters who are
I'll
on
absolutely do it.
Tinder. I'm down
Sure.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how this game goes. I don't know if you're supposed to change characters every roll or
No,
whatever.
it's-
Is
but I
there
feel
an
like you can
actual
homebrew
app,
it.
or is it all card based?
No, it's all card based, but I think it's only like what's this as MSRP? It's like $20. So
Well,
you know.
conveniently,
we can
if you
homebrew
happen
this
to
shit.
know the makers of the game, I happen to own a company that makes apps for games. So
Wait, this
maybe
is so achievable. This is so ridiculously achievable. This is like I feel like we don't even need to give a shit about this. Like it's so
I don't know, but I think we've
it's in the
just
cards.
we have
I
completely
think
and
we
utterly
tangent
squirreled
it,
the
and we
last
should
10
probably
minutes.
Spin it back in. Yeah.
So I love you all, and we're going to bed now. Oh,
Okay,
go
yeah,
ahead, BJ. No, I do your thing.
Oh, I just wanted to say that Satine has a Kickstarter right now.
Woohoo.
And I wanted to
If you've got the link,
I
drop
had
it
the
in the
link
Twitch
all up.
chat. Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting the link. It's the Red Opera Tarot deck. It's actually really cool. So her and Jameson did this super cool thing. It won't
Yep.
let me paste it like for some reason. Let me
Paste it in
try
Skype, and I'll paste it.
again. I think the problem is that I copied
Satine
it
and
off.
Jameson are fucking fantastic. Just
They're adorable.
Popsy, popsy, popsy.
They are
I love
totes
them, love
adorbs.
them, I love them.
So there, maybe did it work that time? I don't know. So anyway, it's the Red Opera Tarot deck, and they made this really cool thing that works as a tarot deck and a regular playing card deck, and it's got lots of cool art, and it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. And back their stuff because they pay me to help make stuff, and I need money. Also, they make cool things.
Also, I will say back their stuff. They don't pay me to do anything except I love Satine, and I think I would love the other one.
Oh,
I
Jameson is
have-
basically just like Satine. Like they're so cute.
I'm sure I'd love Jameson,
They
but
are very
I already know. Satine is like my fucking ride or die. Like she is one of my favorite humans in the world.
All right. On that note, we are squirreling like mad. We are squirreling
Oh, we're
like
squirreling
mad.
so hard.
I am calling it. Everybody
We
wave
need to
good
look
night.
up.
Good
Everybody wave good
night.
night. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
Oh my god, I scrolled so